Hello, everybody. I'm back. It's been a couple days, a lot of days, but whatever. I have the Makeup Revolution palette and the Makeup Revolution Deep Dark Baking Powder. I'm pretty sure y'all have heard me say 100 million times that I'm like, I don't really have a setting powder that's my shade like at all. So y'all will see those get used today. And I will be pairing it with other products that I'm sure y'all have already seen me utilize. So I'm gonna show y'all how beautiful this palette is. I was in Ulta and I got this bad boy, and my heart just was like, "You a fool if you leave this here." And you know what, you guys? The price point for this palette was only $15. Um, it's got all the names of the shades on here, and I like the packaging a lot. It kind of reminds me of the electric palette a little bit by Urban Decay. So I hope that it's a lot like that actually. I can't wait, I'm so excited to use this. But first things first, we're gonna go into the foundation. Oh, I wish my camera, so yeah, I wish I could see this better, but it is phenomenal. I can't wait to use this. Okay, let me see if I can get this. I can't even remember if I always do this like this, but we're gonna go into my foundation. My skin has already been prepped, cleansed, moisturized, treated, and all those things. As I've said, skincare is always a super important component of your makeup application. This time I came a little bit more prepared with my hair too, and I put a band on this time too instead of it flopping in the way. The primer I'm using is Poreless Professional by Benefit. It's one of my personal favorites. I don't know if y'all can see that. And it's actually one of my favorite primers because it's first off, it smells good, it feels good. And fun fact about the primer is that you can actually utilize it to refresh your makeup like after you already have makeup application on your face. I know that's crazy, but I'm pretty sure it says on the back of the bottle. But it's really, really, really nice. Please ignore my nail polish, you guys. Because I know some of y'all can be so judgy. Uh, Going to my brows. Da-da-da-da. I have like, if I'm being honest, if I actually really put all my brushes together, I probably have 6 of these little jars just stuffed with brushes. Actually, I'm gonna use a mirror from my new palette, and I'm so excited about this palette. I realize I don't have my little scissors to cut off the excess hair. It'll probably pop up as soon as I'm done with it, of course. Why does I feel like my look is like really dim? Am I doing something different? Hold on, y'all. No, I usually leave it on because I figured out without the lampshade is too bright. Or is it? Oh, that makes it look worse. Lighting. Let's try this without this lampshade because I'm just like, I feel like my makeup looks. Let's try this. Woo! But yeah, I saw these products, and my coworkers were talking about. That's what it was. But I almost feel like it's too bright, so I'm gonna put it back some as far as I can. Okay, there we go. Got food and stuff on my shirt. Oh well. As we all know, I usually go in on the ends of my brows with jet black on the ends. Like I've told everybody for the brows, follow your nose, honey, because that way You ain't ever got to worry about is your brows too long if it's shaped right for your face. If you follow your nose, you'll never get it wrong. If y'all want, I'll probably do another video just to refresh everybody on how to, follow your nose. I always do jet black on the ends because I personally like it that way. And then towards the front, I usually do like a lighter brown. I usually either use a brown liner or I will use jingle, jingle, jingle. I will use, like I said, 93 cents from Walmart. I use these. Can you take his collar off? Thank you. Using my foundation stick from Anastasia and Truffle. Because I actually found it this time. Because usually I'm always like, y'all, don't do like me and use the lightest one for top and bottom. Try to use the lighter one underneath the just the bottom part if you can, and try to make it no more than 2 shades lighter. Because sometimes you get a halo brow that you really don't want. I'm sure you've seen people where they have the light around their brow. You're like, girl, I can see that whole light around there. I'm actually utilizing my this one's closer to my complexion, so I'll use that one on the top to help clean up the brow. Why they give Usopp this dramatic entrance? What's happening? Oh, oh, Sniper King. Tell me people know that's the same person, though, right?
Yeah, everybody but Luffy.
Everybody but Luffy.
I think Luffy and Chopper was the only ones that didn't know.
Plus, Chopper is he cute. He's adorable, and he's an amazing doctor.
I mean,
When he go beast mode, that's different though.
He just came up with Sniper King because of the fact it helped him get over his spiritness. His cowardness.
Um, I still will just want to stress that my under eye concealer that I'm using for my brow, it is still a little bit too light for me personally, but I know how to blend it out, so it's all good. Did you see Meg the Stallion on the at one of those runway shows, and she had on like a crop top with some anime on it?
Yeah, they had Naruto on there.
I was like, okay, man, represent for us little nerds that be all into that. I appreciate it, but I feel like it's when a lot of people finna jump on that bandwagon.
They had a photo of her sitting next to that Michael B. Jordan guy.
Yeah, did you hear this? It said somebody just sat this black girl. Who sat this black girl next to me?
Saw the ones that showed. They said that she's teaching Michael B. Jordan how to pronounce Naruto correctly.
Oh, I do know what totally forgot about that. Shoot, he did have that thing when he did pronounce it incorrectly. I was like, you an anime lover?
Then he had
Somebody somewhere should have told you the pronunciation by now, my brother.
then he had a denim jacket on that had the Hidden Leaf Village symbol on his shoulder.
Oh wow. Hopefully they had some good convo. Cause ain't nothing like having somebody sit next to you somewhere and they like anime just like you do. That can go on for hours, nonstop. Yeah, but I was cracking up. I was like, who made this?
Just humor the poor guy. He has too much pride to show his face to the crew. He still wants to rescue his friend.
People was like, oh, Michael B. Jordan, Black Panther. And then people like started watching more of his stuff and kind of seeing where his head is, and they were like, who the heck is this? I was like, same. You have been booted out of my interest like 100%. Just a good actor. I'm just gonna leave you there, leave it there. I can't. Yeah, I'm so excited about this though. I got it in deep dark. It's basically the darkest shade, but they had like it looked like they had like 10 shades like of setting powder. And y'all, the for this size, it was about I think it was $8 or $9. First off, the price point is lovely. I'm not mad at that in the slightest. I'm over here like I see y'all. I'm not mad at that. I'm really excited about that. Bruh, let me just go ahead and hit underneath the eye with my same truffle that I used up here. Well, I'm being backwards. Hold on. Let me do my foundation first and then lighten up with that. I need a random top. Oh, I didn't mean to pull that out like that. That's why I like pump tops. I love pump tops. Um, did y'all know NARS used to have like pump tops? I don't know if they still do. I think they still do. I don't know. They have pump tops that you can like reuse and apply to. I don't even know why I actually grabbed this foundation. It's to fit me. It makes me. I mean, the color is pretty good. It's just that once it like dries and sets, I still feel like I look a little gray. It's my complexion. It's just little a little off to put it simple. Can you do me a small favor and turn off that hall light and see if this lighting makes a difference? I promise I'm gonna get a webcam. I am. I promise y'all. As y'all know, my neck is okay. My neck is always so black and shiny, blinging, whole different color from my face. Because I know people be like, well, your neck is a different color. Well, we already know. I want to discuss this in so many of my videos. I can't help that my neck looks that way. And I got the very next shade over for the foundation. You most certainly don't have to do this. I do it because they're more affordable for me enough to get to. A lighter foundation shade just for underneath the eye area. You don't have to do that. You can just use your concealer. Or if you feel like you don't have darkness underneath your eyes, you don't have to do it unless you want to. But for me personally, this is what I do. when I can afford to buy two different the shade I have and the next shade over right next to it underneath the eye area. And the reason why I've started doing that is literally because um, I wanted to. If I wanted my makeup to be a little bit more popping, to say the least. Um, the eye primer I'm using is from Too Faced. I don't know if y'all can see that because my camera be on one. And no, anyway, I don't know if y'all can see it, but it's Shadow Insurance 24 plus hour anti crease eyeshadow. It's actually one of my favorites that I use. I have a this is pretty much the main one I use, but there's so many options for eyeshadow primer. You really can get one from the hair store if you would like, and it works just as well. And for a fraction of the price, I want to say that is like I think it's 19 if I'm not mistaken. I might be wrong because I've been going to these makeup stores. And I'm like, is it maybe did the price go up since the last time I got one of these? So just priming my eye, and as I said, you guys, I usually go a little bit further out than where my eye actually stops because if you don't take it over a little bit. If you happen to go over a little bit and you're blending your eyeshadow where there isn't eye primer, you can see that harsh stopping line where you didn't prime your eyeshadow. So you can just take it over a little bit outside of that. Same thing over here. I've actually seen people like kind of still going around the eye, and I think I'm gonna start doing that myself because I'm somebody who loves to put eyeshadow underneath my eyeballs. Like I barely use liner underneath my eyes anymore. It's all about the eyeshadow now for me personally. Because it's like I got multiple eyeliners and I really don't. That's something that I actually need to purchase more of. I'm like lacking on the liners, which I think my next round of makeup it will be like a bunch of different liners, things like that. I'm just gonna go a little bit underneath that myself because I already know I'm going to use this lovely eyeshadow underneath my eyeballs. So now that I've basically mostly primarily got my eyeshadow, not eyeshadow, foundation. Let me go ahead and handle this under eye area. Now just use my mousse by dang, the top somewhere around here. But anyway, y'all seen it in my other videos. It's just a little mousse that I love. It's like airbrushed. Now my brows is like the way I want them to. I still will go back and don't add any more product and I'll just bring it over just a little bit. You can if you would like. Some people will go back in with a brown powder if they want on the front. It's your personal preferences, you guys. 150,000%. So with this eye look, I don't have a game plan as per usual because as y'all can see, every time I'm like, I'm gonna do this in a video, I completely do something different than what I said I was gonna do. So now I'm like, we just winging it. Y'all gonna watch me fudge up in real time, all of that. So I'm totally fine with that. And then for anybody who knows and who's seen my videos, we do this for fun. This is not that serious, you guys. Makeup's supposed to be fun. I hate it when people make it seem like, and you're not doing it right. Well, you know what? You do you, I'm gonna do me. All right, all right. Got my smudge brush for when I get under that eye area. As y'all saw, I did go a little bit under there with my eye primer because I always seem to forget to do it. And this time I did not because I was like, I'm somebody who really does utilize. I have so many of these, y'all. Look at all these brushes. And I have like two more in my bathroom. And that's not including the ones I haven't put inside of a jar yet, and the ones inside of my purses, and the ones that's on my dresser. So all in all, I probably have because I use candle holders. Like once the not candle holders, but the candle jar. So I'm excited because y'all, when I like swatched this in the store, my heart about fell out. My heart was like, "Girl, you better buy that." Actually, I was with a friend of mine, and I was going to get the Juvia's Place palette And we saw that, and I was like, it's only 15. I mean, that's $5 cheaper or $10 cheaper, because some of them are 20, 25, depending on which Juvia's Place palette you're looking at. But I was like, okay, so what color we doing? I don't even know. You know what? I will attempt something I normally don't do. I will attempt to do like a, if it comes out well, um, we're gonna try to stay basically within this red and yellow and orange family. Y'all pray for me, cause just pray for me, cause me and oranges and reds, I love them. It's just that application wise, I feel like I struggle so much with application. But we gonna try to see, because I swatched them in the store and the color pigment is payoff pigment whatever is stupid, ridiculously stupid. So we're gonna go in with we're gonna go in with um, screw it. We're just gonna go on with this hot pink. Oh, we're gonna pack it on. We're gonna pack it on. So far, so good. I'm not disappointed. We all talked about my camera. While I'm looking at this, it's a lot of color. I'm in love with this. Of course, on my camera, it's a little washed out looking, but once I get situated, usually when I'm done, I always go in and I try to show you guys like, hey, this is really what it looks like as far as like color. But right now, I'm not disappointed in the color payoff, showing up pretty decently. As a matter of fact, what did I? Hold on, we're gonna wipe this out. I just messed up. I totally forgot to put a lighter base on before I did these colors. Give me 1 second. Uno momento. Oh, I don't know how I forgot to do that. And I always use that when I do my colors. Only me. Only you can prevent forest fires. All right. Let me re-prime that. I don't know why I did that. How did I forget to do that? I always do that. Only me. It's okay though. It's all good in the hood. Go ahead and my lighter shade on the just a concealer just to lighten it up. How did you forget, sis? I don't know. Right in my mouth. Okay. Put a lighter concealer underneath. Like I said, I always go a little bit further out because you can always go back and clean that up. Actually, while I'm playing, I'm going to use a little bit of my new setting powder from Makeup Revolution that I'm excited. It was only $8. Maybe it was 9. I think it was $8 though, because I was like, this is not the real price. This is the real price. Okay, I'm not mad at that. Just to set that concealer that I just used so it won't be all goopy as I call it. Oh, wow. Well, I'm telling you right now, so far before I do like the under eye area, when we really go into like the contour and all that stuff, when I get down on my eyes, y'all, so far so good. Just using on my eye area like this, I'm hella impressed. Okay. Now let's go back in and do this pigment. I can't believe I did it. I can't believe I forgot to even do that like that. What's wrong with me? What's wrong with me? She don't know yet. I don't. Okay. Pink eyes, orange red. Woo. Y'all see a lot of my videos. I love color, but I don't do a lot of those colors because everybody always suggests those for me, and I'm like, I'll do it. I'll do it though. Oh yes. Okay. Oh yes. Ah, she's in heaven. My camera's washing this out so bad. Mm. Let me change my height because I'm short. I think I remember to do this every so often, where I'm just like, oh yeah, ooh wee, baby, I think I got a good palette. Look at this. You see this color? I know. Okay. I'm happy. For $15, I need to get one of every one. And then I was looking at the Morphe palettes while I was there. And I was like, I don't remember Morphe being this much. And then I realized it was because they were the ones that's like with what's his name, James Charles and all that. And I was like, oh yeah. I got mixed feelings about that little line fella. He lied a lot for no reason. I mean, really. When people go back and screenshot and re-bring up recordings, did y'all see what people was joning on him for the it thing he did? He did an it look. It looked pretty. It looked pretty amazing. And people was like, "Why are you on here acting like you like the movie?" Because he was like, "Oh, one of my favorite movies or some crap like that." And the kids from Stranger Things, I never knew this when it had happened. I'm late to everything. The kids from Stranger Things told him a new one talking about some. First off, don't be trying to use this as a come up for you. Pretty much they were just saying like you don't even like the movie. I just like was like, what would you say to take? What would you say to those kids? If honestly, I would have been like, do I want to go out for own a kid on my media or no? Probably not. So I'm pretty sure that was hard decision for him to make. I think, bless his heart. But yeah, they tore him a new one. But it was funny. I ain't gonna lie. I'm not even gonna sit up here and say it wasn't. I tried not to laugh, but it did anyway. Mm, I'm really so far so good. The yellow actually shows up on me. Oh, that's saying something. I ain't mad at this at all. I'm gonna handle this fallout with a little fluffy brush. You got a little super fluffy brush that fallout you can just and get it on off. This lighting, man, it's all good though. What can you do? You work with what you got, right? Y'all want to know, family, y'all want to give me something for Christmas? Give me a webcam. Thank you. It ain't gotta be fancy smashy at all. Just help us out. Hint, hint. Oh yeah. Hey Tamika. Hey girl. Hey. Have you tried this Makeup Revolution palette yet? They're only $15 at Ulta. Couldn't even get my words out. And so far so good. My camera might be watching out a little bit, but the color is like really nice. Like I'm over here like, y'all know how hard yellow is to show up on me? It's hard. It's so hard. And I'm not really having a fight with it like I usually. That's usually my test. When I get a palette that has yellow in it, my butt be like, test. Because you probably gonna fail. Everything else will work well, but the yellow. Like I've said before in probably several of my other videos, I've only found one yellow that showed up on me yellow, like straight up, just like boom. It's from Makeup Forever, and it was a cream, and it was the bomb. and my butt was about to buy it, and they got rid of it or something right before I could actually utilize it like I would like to have had the pleasure of doing. And for the brow area, I'm mixing the yellow and the orange on the brow area. And then I'm gonna go in with this probably this purple and this other purple to like darken the crease a little bit. But really we doing this video to kind of see how well we like these oh snaps. But I'm just here to tell y'all, so far so good. I'm not disappointed by this at all. Yeah, I might get mad at my application. But other than that, I'm just trying to see what we working with here. I know some people be like, use your fingers. Yeah, sometimes I just use my fingers because I feel like, can you see the difference of me using my fingers applying this yellow? Then with this, it's a little bit more pigmented, isn't it? So sometimes I go in with my finger and I will still like pack it on, especially if it's not quite doing what I want it to do. And so far so good. It's been working for me just fine. But yeah, doing like this hot pink like this, I get weird about hot pinks and stuff like that. But it's not that I don't like them. I just be like, and I'm somebody who loves color. So for me to even be like, my thing is, most of the time they just don't show up on me the way I want. Even when I use a white base, excuse me, even when I use primers or things to make it stick, I feel like I struggle with it showing up or it doing exactly what I need it to. That's why when I see girls that do stuff like that and it be looking beautiful, like this orange pink cloud of love, I do get a little jealous. I be like, what you do? Like, oh, I packed it on. I packed mine on too, but what did you do? So that's why I'm kind of getting in this mental set of maybe I just need to start buying pigments because I don't think I actually own any like straight pigments. Now, I will say, I know for sure that the Anastasia palette is a palette that's pressed pigments, if I'm not mistaken. But that's probably what I need to venture more into. I'm working on it. There's some ones by Mio Makeup or Mio Cosmetics. I think it's Mio Makeup though. It's spelled MYO, and they have like all these vivid, like bright colors of orange and lime greens and stuff. And they come in these jars, and it's just straight up loose pigment. And that's actually something that I would really, really like to. I don't think they're too pricey either. So y'all will see me. I'm gonna order some and then um go from there with you guys with that because that's something that I also really, really, really wanna get into trying and get into because I figure with my complaints, that's my only complaints. It's not that palettes are bad. I just have a hard time making them show up. That's why I be getting super excited when people be having these really colorful looks. I'd be like, what did you use? What did you do? And a lot of times it'd be like they just do reviewing a palette or something. And I still be like, but no, but what did you do? Because mine's not doing that. Mine's not showing up like that. Like, did you do this? Did you do that? Yeah, I did all of that. That's just like with me just not kind of learning. I'm just gonna say kind because I'm not a pro at lashes still, but I kind of got the gist of it a lot better than what I have been. I just watched a girl live from my hometown. She does amazing makeup, and she just was like, "And you just take them and you just squeeze your fingers and it's done." I'm like, not for me personally, sis. I struggle bad. We're gonna agree to disagree on that because I've done this with several people who do lashes. It's not the lashes, it's me. It's 100% me. So there's that part. I'm just like, nah, it's me. It's definitely me. So now I'm just going in my crease over here with this pretty purple. And just packing it over here in the corner. Oh, that's pretty. Give it some definition so it won't just be like a flat, monotone kind of look. Unless that's what you're going for, that's what you choose to go for, then by all means shoot for it. But yeah, my issue is primarily with high pigmented things, why mine's always mess up. And people be like, but I thought you did a great job. Not to myself, I didn't. Especially when I look at a lot of these pictures and stuff on Instagram and stuff. I'm like, what did they do? Then somebody had to bring me down to reality and was like, well, you know, a lot of people edit their stuff on Instagram, so they probably made it more pigmented. But I'm like, but I'm talking about these videos that I'm watching. I'm like, dang. But somebody also told me, you know, I need to calm down because it's probably my camera, which I do believe that. Because when I look in the mirror, like just from looking at this and that, I'm like, my color's pretty popping. Looking at my actual mirror, but when I look at the actual screen here, it's a bit of a letdown. It's like it's a little washed out. It is, unfortunately, it breaks my heart. Also, something that I might try today, just because I see it on people with fuller lips here lately. I don't know what's up with this, but I'm seeing a lot more women with fuller lips like mine, and they're actually overdrawing their lips. I don't really know how I feel about that, but I'm gonna try it and see how I feel about it on me. Uh, I always thought it was utilized for women who wanted to make their lips fuller, but if your lips are already like big and juicy, most of the time most people don't want to, you know, emphasize on it more when it already, you know. But we shall see where the wind takes us today. Because I might do more than one live too. Because right now I'm already over here trying to think like what I'm trying to do with my look right now today as we go. Ain't that scary, y'all? It's like a lavender color. I usually use it to mix with colors. Smelted latex, but I love them because they're so pigmented. I'm gonna use this as a starting base color for something else. Y'all probably like, girl, you look crazy. For now, I'll finish it and clean it up in a second. Let's see. So we're putting the purple in the crease. I was looking for my little dome pointer one, but where is it right now? I'm not seeing it, and it's frustrating my soul. Can't find nothing when I need it. I be doing these videos and I legitly be like trying to get all my stuff ready, and then I get over here and then I'm like, where is it? Can't find it. Like legitimately cannot really can't find it. It just broke. I barely touched it and it just broke. Okay. I actually need to invest into a better pencil sharpener because I just got like a little cheap one. But some of those cheap ones work amazing. But when you get you a good sharpener, you'll know because your stuff will be pointed straight enough to poke somebody's soul out their eyeball.
Hey, hold on. Where did Lucy run off to?
All of that.
Beats me. Come on, you know that idiot. What if he fell into the water or
Let's see.
something?
I'm just trying out some stuff right now because now I'm just playing. What this look like? Oh.
Oh, shit. This is Lucy we're talking about. That doesn't mean anything.
Ooh, that feels
I'm worried
good.
because
That
he
feels
was
real
here and he's
good.
not here now.
Oh.
Maybe he's stuck in Rocky Man's chimney. It happens, right, Soto?
Oh, sure. And choking you happens too.
Chopper petty. Did I hear him right?
Just wait, Robin. We're coming for you. Oh, and who's up to?
But yeah, I just be struggling a little bit here and there in front of everybody in my videos, and I'm okay with that. Because a lot of this stuff here lately is just me trying new stuff, reviewing stuff as I go. Because a lot of this stuff, like, is stuff I just haven't heard or tried. And I'm like, oh, I picked it up. It was reasonable. I picked it up. I'm going to try it in my video and hope that it goes well. If it fails miserably, y'all will watch it fail miserably. I like to fail in real time with you guys. I actually almost the other day just did a look with this and just was like, I'll just post pictures of it. And I was like, well, that's not true to what you said you was going to be, serving for people and doing for people with your stuff, Kim. So I just was like, let me wait. So I'm trying to stay true to what I say when I say I want y'all to see me mess up or get a win or a L in front of you guys when I'm trying new products and all of that. That's really important to me because I really feel like a lot of people just don't let you see them fail. And I'm like, honestly, that's not gonna matter because once you get done with it, people are still gonna be either extra, extra judgy, no matter what you do. I mean, I've had people say some nasty things over here in this comment box over here, and I'm just like, you can stop watching me. That's fine too, you know? I still wish I had that cream. I'm going to look on Amazon when I got a few extra dollars because I want to say I saw a set that yellow that I keep bringing up to you guys with the what is it called? The Makeup Forever, the pigmented jar that I told you on yellow that shows up like that. I think I saw a pack set, like a bundle pack where you can get like three for like 11 $13 or something like that. And I can assure you that thing by itself is probably about 15 by itself. So I'm gonna give it a whirl and pray to God that it ain't got some weird chemical in there and I don't know what it is and try it with y'all and go from there. Because I have a lot of people here lately like, but you can't trust Amazon either. And I'm like, well, the thing about that is, the only thing I can do is buy it and do a review on it. I mean, honestly, I can try to get my money back, but I know I'll take a L like everybody else do when they're trying products. But then you got some that just really, really work really well for you, and I'm like, I'm here for all of that. I didn't even notice I had this one fall out till like just now. See, now we're gonna go underneath the eye that I like to do my eyeshadow underneath. Oh, what color? What order shall I do? But what I do like about this palette so far is, unlike my electric palette with the vivid colors that's inside of it, it straight up will be like, hey, there are certain colors in this palette you cannot use underneath or your eye because the pigments or whatever's in it, it's got certain things in it that can irritate your eye. That's the electric palette. Now it'll straight up tell you like, hey, that red, you cannot put that like underneath your eyeballs like that. You need to be careful with that. The pigment, it's got something else different in there that makes that color so great that you like about it. It that may, But with this one, with these loud colors, I didn't read anything on there that said what you cannot do on underneath the eye, around the eye, or anything like that. So that's another thing that I was really, really happy to not see. Was it telling me what I can't put next to my eyes because it's so pigmented or because of whatever it used to make the color that way? Which is nice to know because first thing I did was do it anyway, and then I was like, hope it goes well. So there's that too.
A chef must fight without using his hands or knives. Those are sacred. So it's always been my policy not to use
Okay,
them
okay.
back.
And underneath my eye, I actually just use the red eyeshadow, and I really like it. I like that. That's actually really pretty. I appreciate that. And it's a true red. I've been looking for a red eyeshadow for like centuries. Seems like it's been forever me looking for something like that. So I guess because I'm doing such a vibrant color on my eyes, I'm going to try to do like a natural kind of lip again. But who's to say that I won't come back on here and do another live and then switch it up and try something else. But a lot of times y'all see me doing like some crazy like bright lip color, it's usually legitly just to mix with something else usually, or if I'm going for like a certain look or a character I'm trying to recreate, that's what I would practically be using that for, to bring light to dark, to mix something, or to just lighten the shade, because I'm notorious for mixing 50 million things with my lips. Well, I have, like every once in a while I get lucky and find that one shade I could just do over my entire lip. That ain't always the case. So that's why I tell people like quick, I'm like, you want to know what lipstick I'm wearing? I'm wearing like 6 things. So I could tell you, but I don't know if you want to do all of that.
When the hell did this freak jump back in midair like that?
Why doesn't my tetanus stick have any effect on him?
This gloss I got from Victoria's Secret. It's like a holographic kind of pink with rose gold undertones and stuff on it. I love it. I really, 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 really do. I should have exfoliated my lips, but I did not. I hydrated, but I totally forgot to exfoliate, which I basically prepped everything with my lips like I should have. But you win some, you lose some. It is what it is. Okay. How much pink do I gotta pack on so y'all can see it on camera? I guess for y'all at home, I would just pack it on just so y'all can really see it. Cause this palette is pretty red. I'm not even gonna tell y'all it's not. It kind of caught me off guard. Like I was like $15. Kudos to my friend because she was with me and she was like, wait, 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 wait. Before you make a final decision on that one, did you see this one? Because I saw that Juvia's Place and I was like, that's what I came here for. That's it. Thank you. Because Juvia's Place is just a brand that I'm infatuated with it. I'm not going to sit here and tell you guys that I'm not. I am. I definitely am. But yeah, y'all. Got this Makeup Revolution palette and this setting powder, and I'm hoping that it does not disappoint me. Because now I'm like doing things. I'm like, oh, did I mess up something? Did I do the wrong thing now? It's not the product. It's not the physical product. It's me. Most definitely me. I'm not like some of those people that do makeup. And I'm like, this palette sucks. No, it's probably useless.
Hey, come on, don't be ridiculous, buddy. I don't have a weak point. I'm invincible.
Because I've seen some palettes and I've gone and bought them anyway from people like tutorials and stuff, and then I love them. So, because it's really pigmented, I'm just not understanding. I have a problem with pigmentation. I feel like I need to let somebody else do my face with something real vivid and see what they do and then try to copy and learn what they did and ask. I'm nosy. I'm be like, what did you do? Because mine don't come out like this. So there's that.
A chef must fight without using his hands or knives. Those are sacred. So it's always been my policy to not use them in battle. But since we're in a kitchen and you're using food as a weapon,
What the
that
name?
changes things a bit, doesn't it? It's time for a demonstration.
Are you talking to me?
This is how a real chef gracefully handles
What?
his kitchen.
He using noodles? Oh, I don't remember that guy. It's not really turning out the way I want, but it's okay. It's all good. Because I'm finna get a little creative. There we go. My electric palette never lets me down. It doesn't. It just doesn't. Your worst nightmare. How about that?
Where'd all that Kinpo spirit go? You gotta burn off all those cards, you know.
Damn it, you crook cook! Don't talk saucy to me! My awesome noodle fists are all gone! What am I? An onion?
If you're an onion, you're gonna make yourself cry if you keep this up. Just quit while you're ahead.
I won't cry, and I won't quit! You said I was gonna lose! After all, I'm 1 day, zippy 7 days! I may look like
So he ate
I'm
noodle fruit?
That's what I'm thinking.
Government's been chasing
Fruit.
I'm not gonna be the one that blows
Noodle fruit.
Maybe you're the one who should quit while you're ahead. Now, Robin Kenpo, noodle nail, knockout.
Okay. Now what did I do?
Cutting an onion, you need to sever the stem and the root without harming the flesh. If you chop through the fiber with one clean stroke, the surface will retain its glossy shine.
But yeah, one thing I noticed also with my makeup application on these videos, because my camera sucks so bad, it sucks really bad. It makes everything look white and washed out, and then it makes it look like I don't have pigment on my face, and I'm looking at myself and I like a Crayola crayon, and it frustrates me because I'm like, well, it's hard to do these videos if I'm trying to really showcase to you guys, like, hey, this actually is coming out good. If this is a product you're curious about, I think my next real purchase, will probably, honest to God, will probably be a a better camera, honestly, because I'm like looking and I get so frustrated when it looks good to me and I'm looking at the camera and I'm like, yo, that looks horrible, on camera. So I'm like, I don't know what these girls be doing on their videos and stuff. It might be their setup. Like, I think I'm really, because I'm trying to finish up my actual makeup room back there. Slowly, I've been doing a little bit here and there. So I can really get in and I can really, showcase, like, this is good lighting. I can really show y'all what's going on, my mess ups, like, for real. Like, I just don't think this makes no sense when I've used a primer. And I even use like a packing brush to make it show up. Still works better with my fingers. Ain't that crazy? But a lot of the girls that I see doing these looks online and stuff, they're not using their fingers. So I'm like, is it my brushes? Because no, because some of these brushes I have are pricey as fuck. Pardon my French, but they are. And they good brushes. So I just got to figure out for myself personally, like, what it is that I'm missing so I can be better. So when I'm doing stuff like this, you guys gonna be like, I watched your video, but I really couldn't see. And I'm like, I know. I'm trying to figure that piece out myself. So just know I'm in the process of really trying to figure out, what I need for it to be, pretty awesome for y'all as well. Because when I look at videos and somebody's telling me something good and I'm looking at the camera, I'm like, but I can't tell, Prior to, I'd be like, I'm not buying that because she's saying it look good and I can't really see it. Now I'm realizing that those individuals probably just didn't have a really good camera, like I don't. And now I'm like, okay, that's different. You know what I mean? So that's why a lot of times when people say something sucks or whatever, I still go and buy it anyway and find out myself. Because I find out that some people don't really like a lot of pigment, or they don't like a lot of pigment, and then they're like they don't like it because personally it's not what they would want. Me, I like to look like a rainbow every chance I get, unless I'm like going to something that I know is going to be subtle and mellow or whatever. But other than that, yeah. But I will say I do like using this yellow underneath my brow bone. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of like how the way it comes out. But I'll post pictures and stuff so y'all can really see how good or how bad it really, really looks. Because right now I'm over here struggling with the fact that it's not coming out how I want it to. It doesn't look bad, it's just not coming out the way that I would prefer it to. That's just me being honest.
And that's not counting your brain, which is an obvious weakness too. At this rate, it's only a matter of time before you're finished. Don't get ahead of yourself, pal. I gotta move them, get rid of my weak point easy. Right, game? Invincible! Eat that! Now do you give up, Weasel Face? Yes. That's so stupid, I don't even have a comeback. What's going on? How did you get here in the first place? This is dangerous, you know.
Ma'am, I can hardly answer if you bombard me with questions like that. Let's just calm down and take it slowly. Shall I pour you some coffee, perhaps?
Stop fooling around.
Does she really not know that's Usopp?
No, she's telling him that she know who
I'm
he is,
Sugar King, the king of
but
the
he's trying to
To make a
keep
long
this for
story
something.
short, I've come to rescue you.
You're really serious.
I'm not alone, of course. Your friend Sanji and a cyborg thug named Frank are currently engaged in battle on this train. They kept the enemy busy long enough for me to come here.
See,
Captain Luke and the
I'm
rest
not
of the
liking
Stars
my
are
look, but
following
it's
closely
okay.
on another sea train. I hear he's bringing a small army with him. On my way here, I peeked inside the other train cars. Frankly, I believe the four agents in the car behind us may prove too great a challenge. If possible, I would
I
like to
need
see
to remove that little small spot because I went up too far with my liner.
let's run away together.
And what the freak?
But there's no need to worry.
Oh,
I've made all
makeup
of the
remover
necessary
ASAP.
preparations. Here, these octo tubes are for you. If you use them on your hands and feet, you can climb through the window and stick to the outer panels of the sea train. Quickly, put them on foot, please.
I won't go.
Why not?
Tell me why you're doing this.
This liner is giving me hell.
I won't see you again. I said that I would never
It's
return
like,
to
you know how you try to take off a liner and it's creating a bigger black spot.
The situation has changed. They know why you turned yourself in. That is Ice Gentleman from the shipyard, verifying everything.
So he survived after all.
Are you kidding me?
Doesn't change my mind.
Oh,
I won't go with you.
y'all, look what my liner did to my eye.
Already.
Oh, wow.
Don't you get it?
Wow.
They are so weak that they need you to worry about
It's
them.
that Kat Von D liner, which I just want to establish is amazing liner. It's just being a little butthole to me right now. It's probably something I did too. So, like I said, I don't try to knock products if it's something I'm probably doing. So, It's probably me.
Bust every skull they can on the way
I
there.
can't believe
You don't get it, do you?
that. Usually I can take like makeup remover and just hit a spot and that's the end
How
of
many
it.
times do I have to tell
That's
you this?
weird.
Even if you think you
Only
can
because
save
it
me,
knows
I
I'm on
don't
live, I
want your
think.
help.
I believe
Don't you
that's what
care
this
how
what
I
this is.
feel?
Whatever.
Come on, give me a break.
It's okay. 'Cause I'm gonna be positive. At least try to be anyway. Oh, this is what I was telling you guys. I was like, this is why I be trying to figure out. Like sometimes when you know somebody that messed up on camera and they just not showcasing it, I'm gonna show y'all what I would do in real life, in real time, for real, for real. If y'all wasn't watching me and I was at home right now just planning some makeup on my own time or whatever, I literally am just like, I feel like it's best that people can see, what did you do to fix it? How did you tweak it? I mean, because if I'm learning, a lot of those things, I can take from somebody and go, okay, so she did this to fix that or to make this look better. Or she didn't even bother to fix it, she just turned it into something else. So basically, I'm having to redo this whole inner eye part, which is frustrating, but it's all good. Because I might throw something in the front of both my eyes just to cover up that massive mistake that I just made. Which, as I've said before, I'm trying to show y'all makeup mistakes, me trying new stuff, me trying to do better with stuff in front of you guys, like 150%. Because that's the part that I think people deserve to see from a lot more. Because it'd be some makeup artists might be like, and you'll see where the video is skipping. I'm like, but what did you just do? Did you just fix something that you messed it up? Did you just take it out? I be wanting to know. I'm that nosy. I'm that nosy ass makeup fan. I want to see. I want to know. So I can, if I do it, I can fix it and fix it for myself. So now we got a little bit of a conundrum, but we've got to fix this shit. I refuse to let this in.
No way. That's ridiculous.
Got me over here cussing. Pardon my French, y'all. I said I was gonna try not to, cuss as much. So, uh, if some of these people who decide to watch these videos are younger, it won't be an issue with their parents. Trying, but I mean, I am grown. I am very grown, but I still try to.
Call this backwards? Just wait till I rearrange your face, weasel boy.
And as far as my line goes, I'm having to do that whole Kim get back into doing it type thing. I said I've had a moment here where I've been a little lazy. I said I would be doing this stuff more often than I haven't, because I get home and I'm like, I don't feel like it. Like that, I'm not even gonna sit here and lie or sugarcoat that with you guys. I straight up do that. I get home and I'm like, do I want to do a live today? No. So then I just don't. And that's pretty much what it boils down to.
300 caliber.
So now I think I'm just gonna have a little bit more fun with this look and bring the color over more. Because as I said, I really love the color pigmentation on this. I just wish my camera wasn't washing it out like this. Bringing this up some more because I really do like this. I'm not gonna lie to y'all and say I don't, because it's actually pretty bomb. Like this red, it's actually, you can distinguish that it's actually a red. And I've always been trying to do like these little like geisha kind of looks where they have like the red and stuff like underneath the eye area. Oh heck yeah. Oh yeah, I love abnormal stuff. I love weird, crazy makeup. So especially since I'm trying to get into doing more cosplay and stuff, I just we I gotta get my money up. When I get them funds up, y'all gonna be seeing me with crazy wigs and everything else. True story. So get ready for that. That's gonna be real interesting. Heck, I'm gonna be surprising my own self with that. With all the stuff I'm gonna be doing with that. Truth be told, I'm still gonna go under my brow bone with my favorite new wave from my Anastasia palette, soap culture palette, and still go underneath that because I'm sorry, it's my favorite. I don't care what I'm doing. I still slap a little bit on there and mix it with whatever I'm doing. Because this is a color that's been very hard for me to find. Like that perfect shade of that highlight underneath the brow, and it's my freaking favorite. Once I found it, y'all couldn't tell my own self nothing. I was like, no, I got my underbrush shade. I got it. I know exactly what I need. So now when I buy palettes and stuff, I'm always looking for a backup. So when I can't afford this and it runs out or something, I have something to back up with that. I haven't found one yet though. True story. True story. Haven't found one yet though.
Who the hell is this? All right, little lady, I'll be back home now.
I love you.
Love you too. Have fun.
That looks cool though. That looks pretty cool though. Oh, wait, 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 wait. I feel like this look is about to be glittered up just to make me feel better about all the mistakes that were just made for no reason at all. I'm also gonna have a day where I go through and I really show y'all how many palettes I got too. I have way more palettes than I thought I had. And lipsticks, oh, let's not even get me started on lipsticks. That's scary. That's really scary. Like God, one day I just was like, damn, how many lipsticks I got? See, and I'm still finding brushes. I'm like, how many lipsticks I got? Kim, do you even know? Nah, sis, I don't know. I don't know. Sometimes I find stuff and I'm like, oh yeah, true story. Oh yeah, I forgot I had that. I forgot I bought that. Every time, but it's all good though. I remembered after I used this in one of my videos, I was like, why my makeup so damn gray? Okay, this is the Optical Illusion Urban Decay complexion primer. This, if you are dark skinned, you can wear it. You can wear it, but you might need to color correct and do all that stuff so it won't remake your your foundation that you've been wearing forever that looks amazing looks off now because of using this. I couldn't remember. I was like, why do I have this big ass bottle of this and I haven't used it? It's like use it that day. And I was like, I remember now. I use this for my lighter complected clients and my other ladies, my white ladies and stuff like that. I remember now. It ain't really. It ain't. Yeah. Not to say that it ain't. Yeah. But yeah, I was like, oh yeah, like I legitly, my ass was like, after I did that video, I was like, that's right. That is why your butt have not been using that. I remember now. I just forgot momentarily. That's all. See, as you can see, like, I'm looking at this look and I'm not that happy about it. I'm probably about to actually go in and tweak and mess with some stuff now.
Sword draw.
Because I can't help myself. The me and me won't let me let it go. So let's see. Cause what is up with my right eye? I just did it again with the liner. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Okay, so the yellow didn't come out like I wanted to, so I'm just gonna go in with a cream eyeshadow and clean it up, y'all. Because it done frustrated me. This is what I was saying when I be wondering sometimes. I'm like, well, what did you do to fix it?
You're gonna do something crazy like that. You gotta warn us first.
You heard me say cut him, didn't you?
I didn't think he could actually do it.
Of course he can do it. We'd be dead right now
And
because
then I hope that this goes well. And if it don't, y'all will watch me fix this too. It's just some things that I do. even I'm like, I don't know about that, after I do it, which is fine. I mean, I've even been in clients' face and they tell me they want something, and then I'm like, do you still want this? Because now I'm doing this. It's not coming out the way that I would want it to for you. And I refuse to have you coming out here looking crazy. Especially if you're going to say I'm the one that did your makeup. And I'm real honest about stuff like that. I'm be like, hey, you know what? Because of this, I'm not going to charge you or charge you at all, depending on how the way it looks.
That's right. As long as we have him in the Navy, justice will always find a way to win.
So this is just a little liquid cream shadow. I'm just going in over that yellow because it kind of started like, what's the words I'm trying to find? You know how once you get an eyeshadow something on, it starts to like change? Yeah, pretty much that's what I was watching it do. And I'm like, what's up with my lids, man, today? And I realized chances are it's something that I'm doing. So that's why I always stress at the people. I'm like, I'm not going to jump to conclusions and say a product is shitty because it's probably me, to be perfectly honest. I know myself and I know how sometimes I get to start playing in my makeup and then I'm like, what is happening here? Especially if my expectations aren't met with what I had envisioned for myself upon application. So I do know that about myself, and I will take ownership for that with the quickness. I'm not gonna bash a makeup brand because I'm personally fudging up something. And I'm pretty sure I'm like that with everything, with like products in general. Just because I personally didn't think something tastes great, I'm not gonna be like, oh, this is the worst thing ever. No, now if something's spoiled, I'll be like, it might have been because it's because I was telling just my friend yesterday that I've tried frog legs before. I don't know if anybody who's watching this has tried frog legs before, but true story, that's the last time I ever even attempted to try frog legs. And the reason why I'm saying that like that now is because they taste like they were spoiled. And I don't think that's how they taste because I've had food that were accidentally, cooked and it was actually spoiled or something. They didn't know till they got through cooking it. So, true story, I'm pretty sure the first thing of fried frog legs I have ever had, I'm pretty sure that they have been turned. Because I felt like something was up with it. It just tasted disgusting. And I'm somebody that eats almost anything. Like almost anything. I'm a little fatty kid. Like I would eat it up. And that day, I wasn't having it. I was like, I like looked at my mom like, I'm good. You know how your parents be like, don't be wasting food and whatnot. I I was gonna take that L. I didn't care. I was like, I'm about to throw up. I'm not gonna eat this and throw up in this restaurant. Crazy. I ain't that crazy now where I can't tell the difference now. I even asked, but my thing is, my dad is also somebody who eats a lot of stuff that he probably shouldn't. He's the person that'll eat something spoiled and be like, oh, well, it's turned. All the rest of us be like, you ate it though, like, and he'll be like, yeah, I would, I had already ate halfway through it or whatever. And we just be sitting there like, well, look at you, iron stomach. You gonna get food poisoning. My dad got an iron stomach. That's how I really feel about that.
I don't know why you're doing this. I told you very clearly that I wouldn't see you again. I said that I would never return to the Straw Hats.
You think they'd be happy to go on, knowing that one of their friends had thrown her life away for them? Now that they know why you left, they'll follow you to the depths of hell if they have to. And they'll bust every skull they can on the way there.
How many times do I have to tell you this? Even if you think you can save me, I don't want your help. Don't you care how I feel?
Hey, keep it down in there, you.
No,
Now I'm just adding some glitters to try to fix what I messed up. Cause I think I'm gonna have to redo this again. I'm gonna have to probably buy that yellow offline. Cause y'all, I want to know what y'all be doing with these yellows and how y'all making them show up like this. Can y'all please enlighten me? Are y'all using pigments? Are you using a cream? Are you using that Makeup Forever cream that I love so much? I just gotta order some. Sis be broke sometimes, so I have to like really just like pray on that. I'm gonna get it though. I am. Watch what I tell you. Oh, that's what's going on with this eye over here. It's watering. Okay. It's watering so subtly. I didn't even know that was what was happening. Okay. Now I know why this is over here acting crazy. Okay. Fine. All right. But I might just wipe all of this off and redo something else anyway because I'm not doing anything. It's a lovely Sunday. I'm just watching anime and playing in my new palettes that I got because I actually have another palette that I had just got and I have not done a look with it yet. And also, I haven't reviewed any of these either that I got from Burlington. Like, look at all of these. I think this guy was this only $12.99 for all of these. I'm not sure I can see that. That's bomb. And I'm about to open one. See how I be doing. Oh yeah, $12.99. That's all I'm saying. That's lovely. What color is this? Don't know, but I'm gonna use it. It's a matte. So it's got matte and it's got metallics. Half matte. There's 5 mattes and 5 metallics. And it's by BB. Oh, I can tell you already I love this color. Oh, that's pretty. That is real pretty. I like that. What? What is this? Do I need to go up there and buy another one? It's in the color Temptress. I be cracking myself up. I gotta stop. Okay. Um, that's different. I like that though. I like that a whole lot. So I'm going to attempt, not much, but a little bit, just overdrive my list a little bit, like everybody seems to be doing, and see how I feel about that. I just ain't. Other people do it, and I don't knock them for it. I just hate it when you see somebody that don't have no lips like at all, and they overdrive their lips, and you can literally see that they've gone over half an inch over their lips. Like I'm like, do you not? Does it not bother you that people can see where I can see where your real lips are? I just wonder about that. And I might not understand it because I don't do it. And that might actually be the issue because I don't do it. But I just be looking sometimes like, do you not know your lips is I can see that. Okay. Nope. I'm gonna back up. Like I ain't gonna say too much, but I can see it. I just be wondering sometimes. And even now I'm like, I still feel like I'm not doing it enough. I feel like it feels weird. I can feel it. Okay. Okay. How I feel about overdrawing my lips, Lord. Take the wheel. Oh, it feels weird. Mm. I will stop. I did it a little bit, and I don't think I can do it anymore. I can't. I can't take myself serious right now. I don't see how people do that. Mad respects for people who do. I'm just not there yet. I'm not there yet. Okay. Seeing how now I'm realizing that my eyeball, my right one, is watering, and I was wondering why my stuff wasn't working like it's supposed to. Now I can kind of see like what happened with that. I was wondering, like I was like, Kim, why is this not staying in your corners? That's why it ain't staying in my corners because it don't want to stay in my corners.
Excuse as another sea trick.
I see now. The struggle is real.
What the? Hey, there's a guy out there. Ah, it's a ship flasher. That's not good.
Shit, what?
They call him Ship Flasher T-Bone. He's from the Navy. His sword cuts through pirate ships like a knife cuts through a steak.
Whoa! That sounds awesome!
Maybe it'd be awesome if it was somebody else's problem. All right, Ben, let's go. You only get one shot. Set your sights on T-Bone. You ready?
And with this piece here, y'all, I try not to add as much like right here to my face with a little bit of highlight underneath because I have a real problem with um, seeing that line on people.
Zoro's got this. Just watch.
I be so paranoid about it. I be like, but I feel like I can see it. My butt be getting hella paranoid. Like I hate seeing that line on people. And some people might really like that definitive like on their face. I don't. I like for my contour to look as natural
I'm sure they passed by my
but
window.
popping at the same time. If I guess if I'm saying that right. But some of it I just can't. I really can't.
Robin's crewmates.
Can't take it serious.
That swordsman is the pirate hunter. Those who defile this path of justice will face my wrath.
And I'm trying to bring a little bit of warmth back to my face because, like I said, this isn't a bad foundation fit me. It's just that when it dries, I feel like I look great. So I will go back in with my OCC. And for those know, it's an older packaging, so it's got to be old. I'm just cracking it open, and it's like a red undertone cream concealer, full coverage foundation. You can use it for anything: lips, eyes, cheeks, contour, shadow, whatever. I love these. I'm pretty sure the packaging is tubes now. I might be very, very wrong about that, but it's nice. It's a nice little something something. Okay, now y'all, the moment of truth, cause I'm still. Hi, Caitlin. Let's see. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. Nom, 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 nom. I still feel like this lighting is unforgiving. The lighting don't like me, and I don't like the lighting. How about that? But yeah, I overdrew my lips a little bit. I have mixed feelings about it because right now I keep looking at my lips and I'm like, okay, that's how I feel about that. Okay, I keep going in my head. Okay, I keep staring at it. And my new powder that I got from Makeup Revolution is $8. If y'all looking for a bomb, oh thank you, love.
Takes a lot of guts.
If y'all like this Makeup Revolution, if you haven't tried it, it's $8 or $9 for a setting powder. They have a shit ton of shades for you to try from, and they also have an oil, which I think I'm probably gonna go back and get because it's only $9, and it's actually it's like some oil that you don't have to, but you can pair with that to actually
You need our help. Like we already got hit by the sea train. Hey, don't even joke about something like that.
hey, y'all wanna know how I feel about this powder right now?
To it, you
How I feel about this powder right now? Y'all better go buy this powder. Ooh, for $8. Oh, I love how to what. Yo, I might go back and get like another shade. Like, ooh, where have you been all my life? That's how I feel about this. Yup. Ooh. Hey, Makeup Revolution, setting baking powder, $8 $9, pretty good size, a shit ton of shade options. I think there were like 10. So that's options is everything to me. I do not like having not I don't like having to be put in a box. I don't like not having options. Yeah, I have so much lip stuff. I might have to do like a giveaway or something. I have so much lip stuff that I don't think I could possibly use it all if I wanted to use it all. Look at that. I don't open another primer and finally found the one I was looking for. So now I don't open another one. This is my life in a nutshell. But me with my overdrawn lips, let's see. Let me play with this a little bit because I'm really over here like I don't know. Okay. Uh I had mixed feelings about this. I'm going. I had a girl straight up tell me she's like, it's trending. It's been trending. Even Beyonce is overdrawn her lips. And I was like, I saw that, but I thought maybe that's just the vibe she wanted to give that day. They was like, no, it's trending. And I was like, how far outside of your lips do you go though? I was like, I don't know. All I feel like is that I'm like doing this nonstop, nonstop. And I guess that's probably the look that they were going for. And I'm like, I'm not opposed to it. I just,
That's right. I know the smell. This is the stench of filthy pirates if I ever smelled it. Something's definitely wrong.
it's not bad. I'm not, okay, it don't look bad. I gotta get used to it because it feels weird. The lip, you know what, Caitlin? These colors came from Burlington. Real. Th- I, I'm gonna show you real quick how lit this is. $12.99 for all of these. Half of them are mattes. The side I use is these. Hold on. These are the metallics, and these are the mattes. I just use a matte, and it's called Temptress, and it's by BB. And it comes in a big box like this, and it shows you what all you're getting. Burlington be having some really nice stuff for some really low prices. Like if you looking to rack up or get your, cause I got another one. The packaging is real cute. Like, and this one was on clearance for $5.99, and this one's is like nudes, metallics, and vamps. And they always do like this really cool thing with the packaging, like this. So you can kind of play around and see, like it's nice. Yes, ma'am. And like I said, the thing about clearance up there is like I would have to tell you like, hey, they just mark some stuff down because clearance there goes quickly. Like you really don't have time to even think about it. Like I might just have to start buying stuff for everybody when I see them and be like, hey, I picked this up for you because X, Y, and Z. I got this from there, and these are pigments. These are probably the only pigments that I have, like powder pigments or whatever. And I swatched these on my hand the other day. I think maybe like 2 weeks, 3 weeks ago, and they fire. Like, so how do y'all feel about my overdrawn lips though? Yeah, you need to. They have, and then we're getting a Ross. Me and you need to go shopping anyway. We need to go to TJ Maxx, Burlington, and then Ross when it opens. It's because I mean he can get him some like his shoes and stuff. Oh, name brand stuff for like extremely low prices, like stupid low prices. Like sometimes when I'm buying stuff, I have to be like, is this real price? I do it all the time when I'm like, is this real price? So I've done overdrawn lips today for the first time. And how I feel about it, I feel like it don't look bad. I just my lips look like extra juicy. Okay. It's not bad. Thank you. I just got fit. I've never done it before, and I was like, let me try this real fast because they say it's trending. It's trending. Let me see. Let me see what's happening. But yeah, they got some stuff in there, and especially like tennis shoes and stuff. They have an amazing selection. The women's right now with the shoes is a little low, but what I will say is with the women's, it's just that we buying them faster than the guys, plain and simple, like straight up. That's the truth. We just going through it with the quickness. Like we over there, like up shoes, buying all five because the prices are so friendly. If you happen to run into something there that's actually expensive, I'm gonna straight up tell you it's probably because it probably costs 2 times, 3 times that amount before then. Like I mean, really. I wish I was exaggerating, but I'm not. But yeah, it's been I've been bargain shopping in my butt off. Do you hear me? Like for real, for real. But yeah, I've been telling people, I'm like, y'all better start shopping there. I'm not saying that just because I'm married. It's legitly, it's the shit. I just wish somebody had told me sooner because I could have been getting my makeup at a discounted, price, many moons ago. So now I'm like finding now I'm like bargain shopping my butt off. Here lately with this type of stuff, and it's been a great journey. Let me tell you, because now I'm telling everybody else about stuff that I have found that is reasonably priced. It's not $54 for one thing. You can get a whole bunch of shit for $54. How about that? So that's really one thing that's happening that I'm like, okay, Kim, I'll be y'all bargain guy. What y'all want? So, but now I do need to hit up. I want to see what Kohl's got. I haven't been there in so long. I don't forgot what Kohl's look like on the inside. I ain't been there in so long. So yeah, and so I even went by Sephora yesterday to kind of see like what was on sale and what they had and all of that. Only just to be disappointed because the sales were small, which hurt my feelings. Because usually I'm really lucky when I go, and I usually run across stuff that had me on here going, "Hey, sis, she ran up on an amazing deal." Nah, that's not what I was experiencing when I was there. I was like, damn, either somebody done beat us here to it or beat us here to it. So something that I'm going to use if I can find it. I'm actually looking in the bag right now as we speak. So I bought these lashes for my wedding, right? I'm still having a wedding just right now. I got to get a better job and we got to get them funds right. Okay. But these lashes here I got for my wedding. But now that I see, since I've been going around and shopping, and big ups to Michaela. Michaela are who I bought these from. I'm probably going to pair it with this look today to just kind of see like what this looks like. And y'all, I'm about to be so mad at myself because I literally had my NARS blush over here and I cannot freaking find it now, which is irritating my soul. I wanted to do this like these are my earrings that I got for the wedding. I don't know if y'all can see them. Well, anyway, they're pretty. I don't know if y'all can see that. Oh yeah, there they go. It's like a rose gold, and I got them in a bag with my lashes that I bought for my wedding that I'm actually gonna like crack open because I realize now I can find those lashes anywhere now, and I'm gonna give sis lashes a roll because they are so pretty. I freaking love these. I don't know if y'all can see that. Excuse, as I said, excuse my Where is my freaking blush? I could have sworn I sat it right up here because I was like, I don't have a lot of blushes, and I just want a little warmth on my cheeks. And I'm too afraid to use it. Well, maybe I can. Let's see. Let's watch me fail. Let's see. Okay. Hmm. I like that. Never mind. I found one I could use in my Makeup Revolution palette. I want to say this still ended up coming out looking like another look I've done before, but the lips are different. Overdrawn lip. Never done it before. Not opposed to it. It just feels different going outside of that line like that. I'm so used to staying right inside of it. It feels real different. Real different. With a little bit of highlighter on these red boys.
Some
Yes.
entrance. What the hell have you been doing?
Wow. Well, as per usual, I've been kicking ass. What about you?
Been kicking ass.
Actually, this works really good for a blush. I'm really happy about that. Really happy about that.
So it's you, huh? You're the bastards who kidnapped Robin.
And let's see. I'm gonna try this for a second too. Sorry, y'all. Y'all, for anybody who watch any of my videos, lighting is always an issue. And while I'm doing my videos, as per usual, every single time, I always get it while I'm doing my video. I'm like, oh, there it is. I found the light. But you know what I need to start doing before I start doing my videos? I need to start fooling with my lighting while I do my videos. I think that's something that I need to get better with, myself personally. Because, I mean, I need to be a little bit more prepared. But you know what kills me, though, about this, though? A lot of times I still be really, really trying to prepare for my videos. And I still be like, let me go get this real fast. Because you see me right now, I cannot find my freaking NARS blush right now. So I use that eyeshadow from my Makeup Revolution palette. That, by the way, I love this palette. Please don't let my failure to make my pigment look the way that I would personally prefer for it to look to deter you from buying it. Because, especially you, Tamika, I know you'll get this bad boy and kill it.
Let's go back together, okay?
Like, I know you would.
Your lady objects to your black.
And
Hurry up.
but yeah, I'm probably gonna wipe this off after I take pictures and stuff and post to my Facebook and stuff after I do these lashes. Cause I'm over here really thinking I'm gonna crack open my lashes for my wedding. Well, the reason why I'm cracking them open is because, like I just said, I have discovered that the lashes that I have, um, I can find different variations of it, no problem. So it's okay. I can get another pair and go from there with that. Because right now it's at a standstill because sis is broke. Let me be honest, I'm broke as hell. And I don't have them funds coming in like I was before. For those of you who know, I'm not a store manager anymore right now, which is a vacation for me. And I'm totally fine with the vacation that I don't put myself on. So, uh, but yes, y'all, Makeup Revolution. I love the baking powder. I absolutely freaking love it. And to be perfectly honest with y'all, I'm probably gonna go back up there, and I am probably yeah, I am. Ain't no problem. I'm gonna go get the other shades in that as well.
And I will cut down anything in our way.
And see now I'm looking at this light. And I'm like, maybe I normally do take this out. Sorry, husband was trying to help me before. He kind of helped me. He tapped the lampshade while I was like, I don't always take the lampshade off. And then he was like, looking at me like, yeah, you do. But I probably do. I just get amnesia. Apparently, I get amnesia from time to time. But yeah, y'all. If you don't know anything about that brand, it's reasonably priced. The concealers are like 12 or 14. I don't remember the prices of the actual. I don't remember the prices for the foundations, but I distinctly remember them being something that's super affordable. That part I do remember. If I don't remember anything else, I do remember that part.
A hand or two. It takes a lot of guts to keep
But
going.
oh yes, oh yes, yes, yes.
Still, it's not enough to stop
I
us.
really just been trying to
Justice is ahead.
try more things,
We've got a few
and
burdens.
get on here and have y'all try them with me, watch me fail, because even if I wasn't doing a live right now just to show y'all me trying out new stuff and all of that, I can assure you that I would most definitely be somewhere doing exactly what y'all see me doing, talking to myself in the mirror doing this right now. Same difference, except, you know, but yeah, this setting powder is the shit. I'm so used to using my midnight banana powder and then still having to turn back around and having to blend so much because it's so bright. I know it's not my shade, but when somebody give you something like this, you do not waste it. You work with what you got, because it's exactly what I was thinking. When I got it, I was like, it's gonna be too light, but I'm gonna make it work. Cause I ain't turning down on makeup. I had another friend. She gave me her foundation because she said it was too light for her. Mind you, um, she's a completely different race than me. But I was like, yes, ma'am, I can still use that, and I actually use it to lighten up a lot of colorful stuff. Like if I'm doing like I did that pride look that time. Yeah, that's really what I use it for. It might be something I can use for Halloween, for a cosplay, anything like that. So to me, it's an opportunity for me to try something, so that way I can tell people who don't look like me, like, yeah, I actually have tried that and I really like the product on it. The color payoff was great, whatever, blah blah blah. So all of those things play important roles to me as well. Like I get to try different stuff for everybody. I don't mind trying something I normally ain't that I know ain't made for me. I don't mind doing that, especially if it's in a decent, price range. Of course. Oh hell yeah.
And who is this?
I'll be like, you a whole nother race and you using this for this? I sure am, so I can tell y'all if the product is nice or not.
Those four powers.
I don't mind doing that. Because I look at it as, at the end of the day, everybody uh everybody has skin. Point blank period. So okay, the more and more I'm looking at this little bit of an overdrawn lip, I really do like it. When I saw Beyonce do it, I was like, maybe this is trending. Ain't that bad? I'm a big fan of hers. I know a lot of people don't like her, but I like her because she doesn't give a crap what anybody says about her. And that's why I freaking love her the way that I do. Because it's really hard to be in a world where everybody's so damn judgy and you can walk in with the grace that she carries like the way that she does. I don't care what anybody says. That's why I like her. Lizzo. Why you think a lot of people like Lizzo? Lizzo, it does not give two fucks about what anybody has to say about her. And I wanna absorb that energy, because a lot of times when people say things about me, I do let it get to me. And I'm working on that. So me trying to, get to where I wanna be, first things first, Kim, you gotta learn not to care about stuff that you shouldn't even have to care about. For one thing. So right now I'm just going in because when I get ready to do these pictures and stuff, because then y'all will actually be able to really see the color payoff of this look. It's not bad. It was definitely me. I can tell you that. I have a bad habit of blending too much and then having to go back in and reapply and all this other stuff. This look definitely looked like one I've did before. That was not the intent. I messed up something in the corner and I had to change this part for both of them because I just could not fix it. So I just kind of went bases back to something that I know I could do really quickly. That's why it looks really similar to something I have done before. So next round, I think I'm gonna do blues, which I just might wipe this off and then just do a blue look, so I won't have to redo my brows and stuff too much, which would be great. But overdrawn lip, I'm not opposed to it. It's the first time I've ever drawn this far over the outside of my lip. I've never done it. It just makes my lips look extremely fuller. You know how most people be like, I don't want my lips to look bigger. They're already big. I've already told people a million times. I've gone through that um 80 million times. So even with my little bit of contour and a little bit of highlight that I've done, still can't see it on the camera the way that I would like for y'all to be able to see it. But when I look at my mirror, it's popping. So I do like how the way the look overall came out. I do love the freaking eyeshadow. It is the shit. I'm not gonna tell you it's not. My application was because I had some issues with it, me personally. But I bet you $20 if you try it yourself, you will not be disappointed in the product. I doubt that seriously, because it's beautiful. It's actually really pretty, and I'm so surprised that the red came out as red as it did, because most reds that I have tried have been an epic fail for me personally. So, um, if you're looking for a red shadow, it definitely has. The palette that I'm using is the Carnival Tropic. It does have a multitude of other colors inside of it. $15 price point. I'm not mad at it at all. It's nice. It's really, really, really nice. Um, oh, see, every time I do my videos, I fool with this camera over and over, and then finally, while I'm talking to y'all, I'm like, "Oh, that looks a lot better. That's the best I can make it look." So, lashes, the ones I'm using, excuse me. The reason why I'm wanting to use these is because they're longer than most of the ones I've done and tried, and I feel like on camera you'll be able to see these better than any of the other ones I've tried. I actually think I'm going to go back in now and make my liner a little bit thicker for the cat eye, because I realized once you put the lashes on, sometimes you can't see the liner like you initially thought you had it. So I'm gonna make it thicker.
Wait, hold on. My name is Sniper King. I'm the mysterious human from Sniper Island. You've got that? Sniper King? Let's settle down here. You don't think you're going to get away with this, do you?
So
Actually, I do. You should never
we got a little
underestimate
cheat
my
sheet that I've learned about lashes and liner. Well, when you get that liner thicker, you can actually make a little bit more mistakes with your lashes too. Fun fact. I mean, you can get away with making more mistakes without it being so noticeable, because that liner will hide it a little bit for you. So there's that too. But if I'm gonna be honest with y'all, this look that I got going on with the eyeshadow, I'm gonna take a picture so y'all can really, really see it. It definitely is probably the reddest or the most pinkest pink I've ever done. Like, I'm looking at this mirror and I'm like, wow, okay, okay, like, but yes, I really, really, really like this a lot, a whole lot. It's not bad. It's just not what I would have liked for myself personally. You know how when you in your mind you got a visual of how you want a way a look to be, and then while you're doing it and it's just going left, and you're just like, fuck it, we're gonna go along with what I got and make that shit work. And that's basically, like, quite literally where I am with this whole look right now. Like I said, it does look very similar to something I've done before. That was not the intent. So I'm gonna try to change it a little bit here and there to make it look different, because I don't want y'all to be like, all she do is the same look over and over and over. I don't want y'all to think that about me either. Oh, I'm gonna add a little.
She's cursed. She has no choice but to accept her fate and die.
What I do? See, I put stuff down while I'm doing it. Oh, right here in my face. We're gonna have a little fun with this because I can. Have a little fun with it. Now, the big prayer now is when I get ready to do these lashes. Because one thing I have found out about myself with me and lashes is that straight up, I have a tendency to mess up some of the work that I've done, like while I'm doing it. So there's that too.
Interrogation
And
is
like I said, you guys, I'm
so
somebody who really loves fun and abnormal things. So if you're like, why the heck is she putting glitter
experiences and intelligence.
all over her eyes like this? First off, if you've met me or like seen me at work before at Sephora, then you know I like abnormal stuff. I would really love to get more into S was it SFX makeup more so, because when I think of makeup, for me personally, not just, oh, you look good, you going to this club, you look good, you going to this wedding, you look good, you finna take these photos. I also like makeup like art. So like um the things that you can do to a human face to me with makeup is bizarrely, it's beautiful to me. Like it's like when I see people do like paint looks and stuff on their faces, I am usually in complete awe, because it's fascinating to me that you can take somebody basic as hell and make them look like a freaking goddess, literally. And I absolutely adore. And for people who actually walk around like that on a daily, you mad respect to you, honestly, because people are so damn judgy. And just why is half her damn face blue? She is in the damn Kroger's buying some apples. I tell you what, how about you shut your damn mouth and respect this damn work? Because at the end of the damn day, it's her face. You don't know where she just came from. You didn't even bother to ask where she came from, for one, or where she's going to. So then there's that little stuff like that irks the crap out of me. Because I remember when I was at Sephora, I would literally get customers all the time that would literally bash me. Like we would be having like a day at work where we all had to do like a blue mermaid face or something, and they would be like, "Why your face look like that?" Um, because I want to, and because I'm actually doing some work that actually involves my actual job that I work at. Thank you. That part. So, yeah, it's just some things that people say and do. Sometimes it's really hard for me to agree with a lot of it, if I'm just being perfectly honest. So, I'm trying to get this height right so y'all can really. There we go. See? When I always find my camera, it's always while I'm doing the video, and it's always towards the end, I swear to God. But I guess it's best that way so y'all can see the finished product of whatever it is I'm doing. As I've said, I like a darker brow on the ends. A lot of more people I see are doing more of a brown brow. If you're deciding that, hey, that's what you want to do, let me tell you what this young lady did that I saw in one of her videos, and I was like, I'm not still that idea. She took her setting powder, which I've never thought about doing this before. That's why I'm saying sometimes I'll watch people and I'm like, I'm gonna try that. I'm gonna try something now. She took her setting powder, Makeup Revolution setting powder, $8, $9. I'm gonna say it again. And she took it and where's my mirror? My mirror. And she took it and she patted it across her brows. And mind you, I don't think she actually has like actual brows. I think they're completely shaved off. But her brows are kind of like a weird gray color. But once she put that setting powder on there, it actually ended up looking more of like a natural brow. I was like, that's good to know, just in case I have somebody who has, tatted on brows or something like that. That's like something I'm glad, because I never would have thought about that. Or if you're like, I feel like my brows a little bit too dark, like right now. Look at that. Ooh, I like it. I like that a lot, actually. Something that I learned and saw and was like, I'm gonna try. I really like it. Thank you, sis. That was nice. I'm not opposed to that at all. what I'm really looking for, I really wanted to incorporate it. I really wanted to incorporate some green in this look. I really did. But now I'm looking at it like, how can I? Where can I? So we finna play a little bit. We finna play. So y'all might watch me mess it up, but it's all good. It's all good. I'm not doing anything. It's Sunday. I'm kind of in the mindset of why not? Why not? Why not take a crazy chance?
Those thorny whips again?
I've got them. Now,
That subtle little thing, I like that.
Quick, cut those things!
I like that. Subtle. But I don't want it to be subtle. I want to pack this shit on.
Did you actually think a smoke screen would stop
But
us?
yeah, one of my classmates, I think she graduated a year or two behind me. She does makeup too, and she's somebody that I would love for her to do a channel. I hope she does. I hope she's in the process of doing it now because this is cold. She her editing skill sets are phenomenal. Absolutely beautiful. Like I was just like, if I could edit, I'm sure my stuff would be way better. But um another friend of mine, she sent me something that she used for her editing stuff. I suck at technology apparently. So if it's any consolation to anybody, like I'm just not good at that type of stuff, and I know I'm not. My nieces have to help me find stuff on my Snapchat. So let me just be honest here. I'm being real honest right now. Like I just struggle with a lot of stuff like that. But you give me this PS4 controller, I can help you. And even then, to an extent. Now, ain't that crazy? To an extent. I want to stress that. To an extent.
Wait, what are you doing?
now, Osho Blue with a clutch.
Look out! Hey,
But
what
yeah,
are you
y'all.
doing?
I'm over here just playing around, tweaking this a little bit so it just won't be just a flat pink look going on here because I think I did something very similar, like really similar to this, and I don't want it to be like she did the same look again. So I'm gonna tweak this out a little bit. Where is my
How do you make any damn sense? All of you are so stubborn, especially when it has anything to do with your friends. Well, we've come this far. So, want to escape, huh? Then here's your big chance!
And honestly, another thing that I want to point out is the time on this. If I wasn't on the video like talking or whatever, it usually don't take me this long to do my makeup at all. I know I've had people come up to me and be like, "Your video is long as hell." I'm like, just scan through the parts you want to see till I learn how to edit. Cause right now I'm just not.
Didn't expect that.
Honest to God, I'm just not that tech savvy, and that's the truth. And I'm not gonna sugarcoat that for anybody. I'm really not.
Couldn't take it anymore.
And I know that about my, and I'm fully aware. I'm fully aware about that about myself.
That still doesn't explain why you're butting in on this. Wow! Hey, listen! Get out of here! Don't worry about me! I got
Somebody was like, "Why don't you just go and then just do your makeup and then do voiceovers?" Yeah, I guess I could do that too, but I also like to talk. That's the part of the problem. I like to run my damn mouth.
What's wrong with you? Cut it!
I would say with the honest, like the honesty that I can give you is that I like to talk.
No, you did.
Sorry, I do.
Rescue you.
Maybe one day I'll learn to not be too concerned about that. But until then, yeah, no, I'm gonna keep running my mouth. Sorry, sorry about it. I'm sorry. So, this is what I got going so far. It's nothing really exciting about it, honestly. I just wanted to showcase this palette today and this setting powder by Makeup Revolution. $8 for this baking powder, which is the shit. I'm trying to French, but it's nice. In deep dark, I actually think I will go back up there and get it in probably a lighter shade, just because I didn't realize once I got it onto my skin it was gonna get so dark. It actually ended up looking like an amazing foundation, like once I actually got it on. So there's that. This blends so well, but it's really pigmented. It's just my camera's a little washed out. I actually use this a little bit as an actual the red in here. I actually use it as a blush, and it actually came out really good. I've used shadows before as blushes, and they did not turn out well. Like they got like once you put it on there, they just stuck. And I was actually really able to blend this out, and it doesn't look chunky, and it doesn't make me look like I got clown cheeks. So, and this I'm actually using the red. Fun fact about complected women: dark oranges, reds, it makes for some bomb ass blushes. And for me to be somebody that before I started working at Sephora, you couldn't pay me to wear a blush. Couldn't pay me. Like I was like, I'm not doing it unless it's required. Once I found like one I liked, shit. I'm just gonna put it to you like that. It turned into something that I didn't expect for it to turn into. A bit of an obsession. I don't have a lot of blushes because it's really hard for me to find shades that don't look like an ashy baby doll pink on my cheeks. Because a lot of them will look dark, but then once you actually like get them on, then you're like, what happened here? What happened here? Was you trying to do something else? Like, what was you doing? So then there's also that. Okay, with my bottom lashes, I really wish I had like a blue mascara, honestly, to like kind of cut this color a little bit. What anime shall I watch now? Is this in English? Sorry. Let's pick one. Let's pick one that's new. Maybe I should pick one that I'm not just gonna be like watching hardcore while I'm doing this. That's not a good idea. So I'm gonna just pick one. I'm gonna pick mix. It's like baseball or something, and I know I'm probably not gonna be really into that, so I'm gonna pick that. Let's do that. Let's do that. Is it in English? It is. There we go. Just my luck. I'll get into this too, because it's not too many of them I don't like, honestly. If I, hold on, if I take this like this and then push it up, move this down, and then push it up, move this down. There we go. It works. Uh, we have mad respect to Moochie, Moochie, Moochie Moo. He sleep. He normally be like, what? He like, nah, you playing right now. I know you not. So something I might do today that I've never really just done before. You know how some people cut up their lashes and they put like a few at the bottom? I've never done bottom lashes. I've drawn on lashes. I think I've done some where I put them down here, but it was like a baby doll look. So I already knew I could make my eye look bigger if it actually wasn't on my eye. Mm. And you know what's crazy? I have decently long bottom lashes, just really can't see them hoes. Why? I don't know, but it's annoying, ain't it? I be wondering. Sometimes I be like, hmm. So the moment of truth, y'all. Makeup Revolution stuff is pretty nice. I am not opposed to it. I'm busting open my unfortunately I'm busting open Michaela's lashes. I'm sad because they were for my wedding day and I'm like, now I can see that I can find more options for this. It's not a big that big of a deal. I can always get another pair. I have plenty of time because I'm not doing any planning or anything at all right now, so it's all good. And then you got people with lashes. They're like, oh, I just put it on there. I don't count it or anything. And I'm like, well, I've noticed for me personally with lashes. I just want to stress this. Um, it helps me to let them get tacky because for years I would just pop it on there, girl, boop, try to put them on or try to put them on myself, and they never would stay. But since I've been actually going through and actually taking the time and letting them get tacky, it has been for me personally. It has been great for me. So I'd like to stress that part. Me personally, because to each his own. Because like with these, they're basically the same length all the way across. If they're shorter on the end, then you want to take the shorter and put it on the inside of the eye, and then as you go, you want to make the bigger lashes go to the end. If you, for example, like see how these are long from start to finish. I think there's a very slight, no, there's not a slight difference. They're long from start to finish. For the ones that do go from little lash to bigger lash, then of course, little lash on the inside, bigger lash on the outside. One thing I definitely want to point out is that if you decide you want to cut your lashes, um, some people like for their lashes to be long all the way across. So for people who like to do that, you can cut them depending on how long your eyeball is and how you want your lashes to fit on your lid. Now, if for example you have the lashes that are shorter on the inside and longer on the outside, if you're deciding that what, no, I like them to be long all the way across, you can cut the shorter end off and do it that way if you so choose. If you prefer to have the smaller lash to the bigger, then if you want, if you still feel like they're a little long as far as the actual length of the actual lash, then you can cut the end if you want. If you want to make sure you keep that shorter lash on the inside, because there's different options for everybody's taste. That's one thing that I want to point out. Now, if somebody's asking you what you do, then yeah, then you want to, and this is what I do. But do not tell people that what they can and cannot do when they know what they do and don't like. I like to give everybody their own options for what they want. Because I've had plenty of women tell me, well, I like my lashes to be long from the inside all the way over. Well, sis, do you? I am not mad at you at all. At all. Not even the slightest. Just know that there are different people, different strokes, different folks, and that's how I like to cater my stuff to. I don't like to put people in a box. Now there are basics that you can teach everybody, but you should probably say, well, this is just a basic standard for most women. To stress that part, because after working at Sephora for 5 years, you realize that there's different, really it's so many different kind of women who likes different types of things. So guys too, different guys, different girls that's coming in, they like certain looks and they want to have questions about different things and what they can and can't do. I like for people to experiment and play in their makeup and figure out what they do and what they don't like. That's really important to me for you, because I like for you to not be put in a box. Like, I mean, really, I hate when people get put in a box. Okay. So here y'all go, cause y'all know. For anybody who knows me and lashes, I have to say a prayer every time. I can't just pinch mine on and just go like some people. If you can do that, God bless you. I'm so happy that you can do that, but everybody can't do that, and that's the truth. And they have to find their own ways to do it. I used this little guy. I lost it last time. I actually just use it once I get it stuck on there. Then I go in and I pinch with my fingers as much as I can. But I feel like the closest I've gotten personally for me with my lashes is with this little guy. I hate it when people do that to people. This is the only way to do it. No, it's not. It's so many different ways to do everything, especially now. Put me in a box. I like options. Shit, I might look like a zebra next week for all you know. I just found out the other day that people are using, not the other day, but while I was still working at that other place, I just found out that day that there were ways that you can do lashes I didn't even know. That's the perks of talking to and learning from different people, like from drag queens and stuff. You learn a lot. And I'm that person that's all about you. Teach me something. I might find out something that I can really utilize for myself that I didn't even think that I could do or have thought of and just didn't pursue because I thought I couldn't. So I really, with makeup and stuff, y'all have fun, man. There's basics to everything. There's a standard for everything, like a basic standard for people who have no clue, to help people who feel like they can't get it right. You know what I'm saying? But if somebody's asking you specifically what you do, then you should reiterate, like, this is what I personally do. Now, there are people who do it this way, X, Y, and Z. But if you're wondering how the way I do things, here's my tips for you. Me, I don't really have a set way to do a lot of things. I'm just kind of playing around, having fun with my makeup because I don't want to feel like I'm being scored on everything that I do because it's already enough pressure just walking out, especially if I'm doing something. Like I used to be a lot more confident. I've kind of lost a little bit of that confidence where I used to be like, I'm just gonna have a leopard, like a little bit of leopard print right here next to my brow today. Now with a lot of stuff like that, now I really do be kind of like, I don't know how I feel about that today, or do I really want to go out? Like I've become self conscious because people are so daggone judgy. Like I hear a lot of people talking about people who wear lashes and all this other stuff. I'm like, why does it even matter to you? You don't wear them. Good for you. Then you got people going on. I seen a girl the other day, her stuff was looking like this. Now I'm like, you know what? They probably was really stuck on there and she didn't apply them and she was probably afraid to take them off. Did you consider that at all? No, I'm sure you didn't. Cause like now what I do now when it comes to makeup stuff, I now kind of start after like talking to women more and asking them who, what, when, where, and why. Not being nosy, but to say like, so what did you do for your lashes today? I just ask. I'm just curious. You know what I mean? Sometimes you have to like chill out and let people be great. Even if you feel like they messing up, shut the hell up sometimes. Sometimes they don't need somebody to tear them down when they think they doing okay. Now if you want to help them, it's a way to doing it out being an asshole. Straight up. It's not okay. I don't care who you are. I don't care how long you've been doing makeup. I don't care how many likes you get. I don't care. You have your following because people like what you do, but you don't have to belittle people and make them feel stupid at all. It's a way to address everything, whether it's work, relationships, friendships. It's a way to address everything without being an asshole, plain and simple. And I'm a firm believer in that. Call it what you will. But women, we already have enough food on our plate. Judgy, judgy all the time already. Like, why would there have to be a law to legalize public breastfeeding? If you're a single parent, which I'm sure there's plenty in this world, several, and you breastfeeding because it's healthier for your child, and your child screaming at the top of their lungs because they're hungry now, and there's nowhere for you to breastfeed, a designated area for you to breastfeed, and the only thing you can do is whip it out and feed your kid. Nobody around you should be freaking out because you're feeding another human being. People scrutinize us so bad, but a man can walk around with his little nips out like it ain't nothing. He got nips and I got nips. What? That's how I feel about that. And then you got people like, well, I just feel like you just need, as a woman, to hear other women say, well, she just needs to put it up. It. I'm going to feed my child. That's why I think I ain't got no kids. Because I'm going to feed my child. Do you want to? But then you got people who are out and about. They don't want to hear your kids screaming and squealing because they hungry. You're not going to walk all the way out to the parking lot to your car. If you didn't get dropped off, just to accommodate people like that. Come on now. It's too much. And then you got people say, well, maybe you should just hustle. You ain't got no kids. I'm like, I may not have kids, but I've seen women have to like be embarrassed about feeding a child. Like, why would they need to be embarrassed in the first place? Who made it that way? It's crazy. Now, how I feel about these lashes is I have a lot of mixed emotions right now because these are the biggest pair I've like put on like in one of my videos, to be honest. And I just wanted to do a bigger pair to kind of see how I feel about it. I like them. It's just that they're bigger. They feel different, and I'm trying to make sure I didn't need to cut anything. Now I'm running my finger across this other one to see that I need to cut them. No, it's the size of them. Yeah, they good. They just look. I guess this is the look that they give. So, but yeah, I just don't like that. Like, god dang, it's so damn judgy.
Oh, yeah, that rings a bell. Though if I'm being honest, I only remembered you because I thought your name was.
Cause there was this makeup girl that I was following. Her name was Maisha or Misha or something like that. And when I first watched her video, I was like, wow, she's using a crap ton of makeup. But here's the thing, her finished product is better than a lot of people that I've seen. So, it's like the process may look rough, but once it's finished, it looked like bomb. Like I was like, okay, I see you. And there was some things that she could definitely improve on, but I'm not gonna make her feel like trash when she's letting you watch her do her thing. When you can more than likely go watch something else if you don't want to see what she's doing. But I literally watched where people were like bashing her the entire time. Why you using so much makeup? Why you using so much makeup? Why you using so much makeup? You don't need that much makeup. And she's like, I know I do that because I have really dark circles and I want to cover them and I don't want to color correct. When you got somebody saying, yeah, I know I can color correct, but I don't want to do that. So this is what I found that works for me personally. Shut up. Let them do it the way that they want to. Like if you want to say that and maybe you haven't been watching her videos and you didn't know that she, whether or not she didn't know that, why don't you just say it more along the line of, is there a particular reason why you're not color correcting? It's a way of wording it. It's not, I don't think it's not what you say, it's how the way you say it, which is something that I'm trying to take throughout my life right now with everything, especially at work. You can tell me to work, but you don't have to make me feel like I'm 5. It's not right. You don't have to talk to me like I'm 3. It's a way to talk to people, especially when I've seen you talk to other people in a different way. That's never going to be okay in my book, ever. I don't care where I work. Period. And if I'm wrong for not wanting to be talked down to, then that says a lot about a business. Period. You okay with being talked down to? I'm not ever now with anything. There's no reason for it, especially in a working environment. Your friends ain't got no business talking to you like that. Now, if they giving you some truth that you need to hear, you know your friend better than I do. You know what I'm saying? It's still a way to talk to your friends. You don't have to make them feel stupid. And for the ones who do need to hear it, let them hear it, and you ain't gotta rub it in their face over and over and over again, like you trying to get a dog to not make a mess in your house. You ain't gotta talk to them like that, man. Some people just need to be talked to like that. Okay, well, I agree with that. There are some people who need to hear it bluntly and to the point and this and that. That's fine too. But all I'm saying is, it's still a way that you gotta be understanding of who you're talking to and be able to mold to, who you talking to. You can't talk to everybody the same way. There's too many different personalities in this world. You don't know what this person and that person and this person been through, and so many different things that have happened to so many different people. You can't dumb it down for everybody. You can't make it hardcore for everybody. That's why, like, with my videos, I try to keep it as neutral as I can. I would definitely express my opinions on things like while I'm talking to y'all. Like I said, I like to talk, and that's why I do what I do. Because after working somewhere for 5 years, where you've talked to so many different kind of people from different walks of life, I learned that you can't talk to everybody the same way, and whether it's relationships, school, work, talking to your kids, it's you have to figure out and pay attention to what this person needs. What kind of environment are you in? Do you know certain things about this individual that should make some things like be curved? It's a way to be assertive without being rude. It's a way of being direct without being rude. It's a way of asking somebody certain things without being rude. It's a way to do all of those things without coming across um, rude, plain and simple. And I'm like a big fan of trying to understand to whom I'm speaking with and getting to know them before. If it's something that I seriously need to address, I try to figure out what this specific individual needs. And if I'm dealing with a multitude of different personalities at one time, then I, as a person, will have to figure out within myself, okay, what would work for this group of people that doesn't come across a certain way to handle certain things. If you don't have the thought processes to do that, maybe some roles or some jobs or some things you don't need to be doing because you're not built for it. I done literally had to take classes, literally training classes for jobs that I've had to talk to people that specific way. I have a book that has been given to me for workplaces for certain things to be addressed a certain way. So, and it's not just for certain things, it's for legal things too. Legal, I want to stress that, legal things. So that's just like when I'm talking to people about makeup, when I'm talking to different personalities about makeup, I try to gauge them, talk to them to see, okay, what does this person need from me? If they're short and to the point, if they don't seem like they want extra information, I'm going to be kind of to that person. I'm going to be like, okay, well, she's kind of quick and to the point. I'm going to do the same thing for her. And usually, because they're like that, they're going to be responding to because you're doing the same thing to them. You know what I mean? If you got somebody that is real sensitive about what you're talking to them about, then you need to be a little bit more sensitive to how the way you address them. If you got sensitive, blunt, kind of don't care, want extra information all in one room, then you need to find a way to address something that they can all understand and be able to absorb and learn from without it being offensive or aggressive or making someone feel stupid or making somebody feel belittled or making somebody feel like you're talking down to them. It's a way to talk and do everything. And I feel like a lot of places need that training, obviously. Sucks, but it's the truth. And I just hate it, like with a lot of these makeup artists. I've seen other makeup artists get in people's comments and attack people for no reason, and that's not right. That poor Misha girl, she was like, I was just really trying to figure out, okay, I want to see how the way she does her stuff, because to me personally, it's a lot more makeup than what I normally would do. But maybe there's a reason why she's doing what she's doing. Some people are extremely wasteful when they do their makeup application, and there are other people who are not. Some people like to keep it very minimal. I'm somebody, it depends on what I'm doing, but my goal for me personally is to use as less, especially foundation. I like to use as less foundation as I possibly can, because I do not like to feel like I have pancake batter on my face. Now, I have watched several tutorials where I've seen people go pump, 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 and then I'm like, you finna use all that on your face? Okay, let me see. Let's see. I don't agree with it, but I realize for myself, maybe you should say, for you personally, if you want more coverage or you feel like I'm using too much foundation, you can use the normal amount that you use and still execute what I'm doing. Done. See what I mean when I say, like, if you're catering to different personalities, being able to talk to different people different ways, so nobody feels left out, nobody feels, because we stay in a world where there are a lot more people who are more sensitive, or they're not sensitive, they're just telling you facts, and you're sensitive because somebody's telling you the truth. Now, me, I'm pretty good about people keeping it really honest with me. I'm usually like, I would respect honesty. I'd rather would prefer to get, hey, well, you're not doing a good job at this because of X, Y, and Z. You give me the why, I'll go, okay. But if I feel like I'm doing okay in something and you don't, then we're gonna have to meet in the middle. Because then I'm gonna start asking you questions like, why do you feel like I didn't do a good job on that? If you never ask me why I'm doing what I'm doing and you're making assumptions, then that can cause for miscommunication issues between you and that individual. That's why I think it is so important for people to, talk to each other more than what they do. Like, I don't know what the problem is, but I don't have a problem with addressing things with people. If I feel like it's something, if I know that person's extremely sensitive and I know I probably can't, either way it go, I might let it die down and I'm still going to address it eventually. Doesn't matter what it is. I can't just sit on things because I'm a builder, as one would say. Tick tick boom. And I don't like to tick, I don't like to boom. So, and the more and more I talk to a lot of people, and I ask people, so like, how do you handle situations or whatever? Kind of find out a lot of people that I know are builders. Then you got people who have short fuses for things. Like Misha, the girl that I watched on her makeup stuff, I was so amazed at her patience, because people were just talking about her, talking about her, talking about her. Ew, this looks horrible. Why are you using so much makeup? Why are you using so much makeup? Why are you using so much makeup? And I was like, you would think by now, if you didn't like what you see, you would just either go to another video or whatever. But that wasn't the case. They just would rather go in there and bash her rather than, or just asking. I don't know if anybody's asked you yet, but or why don't you scroll up in the comments and see if somebody's already asked her that? Because there was one point, I think the one time I saw her get frustrated was when somebody had asked her again, like, why do you do this? And she goes, y'all, the reason why I do, my makeup like X, Y, and Z is because I have dark circles and I do not like to color correct. And then, of course, me being like the person that's trying to be super positive in her stuff for her, I was just like, y'all, she's already addressed this like 90 times. Like if just go back up and scroll, like don't make this like a bullying session. I think women are really hard on each other because society's so hard on us. So I think we project that onto others because we feel the pressure too. And some of us have caved in to a lot of the things that other people are complaining about. They've decided to adjust to certain things. I mean, the girl that was talking about Lizzo that not here not too long ago, that was crazy. She was like she's promoting clogged arteries and all this other stuff. Okay, I get where you're coming from. I do. I understand what you're saying. But at the same time, if you've heard Lizzo, she's made it very clear. She's like, look, man, life is too short. I'm going to love myself with what I got right now. You know what I'm saying? And now that she has the means to, she might be that person who's like, screw that. I'm not going to start sitting up here going, like, be careful what I eat when I know I want to eat this whole damn cake. I'm going to eat this bitch. And I feel that because there are some days where I'm like, I'm finna eat this whole box of Debbie cakes. I've done it on many days. I didn't get this way just from staring at food. I can tell you that. Although I do have hormone problems, which is why my weight is the way that it is. But in the same breath, I would definitely tell you, if I could afford a chef to cook my food for me and help get me right where I could eat nothing but fire ass food that somebody else is making, I ain't gotta make. I'm sure I'd lose weight too if I had the means. Because if I had the money, I'd probably get a tummy tuck. I'd probably get lipo. I would probably do all of that and get it on out the way. And then after that, probably eat healthier. Because apparently, when you get those things done, you can actually gain a lot of that weight back, especially with lipo. I've seen people had to get lipo more than one time because they've let, the weight gain back or whatever. And I feel like just watching some of these makeup tutorials and stuff and looking at these lives and how the way people are bashing people, it's ridiculous. It's gotten out of hand to my personal opinion. Point blank period. And I'm just like, yo, don't come at my stuff with that because I'm gonna block you. Sure is. I might let you know how I feel, or I might ask you why you saying what you saying if you have a valid point. Because maybe you're telling me something that I genuinely don't know, but you don't have to belittle me. And I'm a firm believer in that. You don't have to belittle me to get your point across. Because I've met people, like, I don't know if anybody who lives in this area, Moselle, oh my God, she's literally the reason why I know how to do my brows. If you go back, if you happen to be friends with me and you see my old pictures, my brows were shit. Like, and I thought I was doing okay. And then I got to looking at other girls' brows and I was like, mine ain't quite there. It's not where I want it to be. She literally taught me how to do my brows. And she didn't make me feel stupid. She didn't make me feel belittled. She sat down and she was like, all right, sis, I'm finna show you real quick what I do. She basically taught me with my concealer. I was being too shy with my concealer, straight up. Like I was being so light with my concealer, like I was scared of it. When I would go next to it, not realizing that I needed to use that concealer to carve into my brow to shape it. I would stay so far on the outside, there really wasn't a difference. And I was like, why my brows look the same? She was like, you're not using enough concealer. You act like you're afraid of it. And I was like, what do you mean? And she broke it down for me and she didn't make me feel like trash for asking her questions or anything. So I just hope that, in the makeup community, we should be able to come together and give each other tips and not come across so condescending. Like, if I see somebody doing something I know, oh, I got a good tip for them to make it better or make it easier for them, I'll probably just be like, hey, have you ever tried blah, blah, blah? Because I think that'll be awesome for you if you haven't done it before. I mean, if they're like, they choose not to do that or whatever, then I would simply just be like, oh, okay, no worries. I'm not going to be salty with you because you don't want to take my tip. Now, I have had a young lady before where I was actually frustrated because I was trying to teach her how to do brows, and it took a year of me talking to her, and she just could not absorb. Well, once I learned that there are different ways that people learn in the workplace, you can't just put everybody in one tube and talk to them all the same way if everybody learns differently. Some people learn just from listening, some people learn just from doing. Some people can read instructions and they got it. And then you got people that are like, okay, I'm slow. You're going to have to actually bam it into my head for me to get it and show me and talk to me. Might leave me some notes too for me to get it. And you might have to do my brows 50 times before I get it. And I had to learn myself that everybody don't learn the same. So with these videos, that's why I really would like for people, if they have questions or something that they're just not clear on, please ask me. If you want a video on just on how to do just browse or something like that, even though I've already done one, I will probably do another one. I'll be like, this is my second brow video. I'm gonna show you how to do it this way with this and this way with that. And I might do it again, just be like, this is what it looks like if you have to use eyeshadow for your brows. Because a lot of times, I told somebody here recently that I use, a lot of days, I actually use eyeshadow for my brows. And they were like, what the hell? And I was like, yeah, but you've complimented me on my brows 90 times. So it's like you can't put everybody in the same box. You have to learn. And that's one thing with my clients, especially if they're wanting to learn from me. You know, I ask them, well, how do you normally learn, like retain information? Are you somebody who likes to hear it 90 times? Or I ask them questions because it's important. Instead of me just, this is how you do it, and then being done with it. Did that person really learn? You don't even know. You obviously don't care. I care. Well, I'm not going to talk down to you because it's taking you longer than some people. That's bullcrap. And I think a lot of these businesses could take some training to their managers, especially on how to talk to people. I find that to be important. And have them take a test so you can see, did they learn anything? Did they retain any of the information? But that was something. I remember one, kinesthetic. I know that's a way of learning. I think that's the one where you listen, like when somebody tells you. I think I could be very wrong, but there's three different ways, or fourth. Um, my last boss said there's a fourth one that nobody pays attention to because this person's abnormal and that they are basically geniuses. You might every once in a while find somebody that you can talk and do this and they got it. You can show them pictures on how to do it and they got it. They don't really need no help. They once you show them, they good. And I call those people, to me, those people are the ones that are like photographic memory type folks. You know what I mean? So then that makes sense once you put it in that aspect and when you put it in that way and you put it in that light. But what I do not like when I see these lives and these videos and these tutorials is when people try to belittle people. I hate that. It makes no sense. We're supposed to be helping each other. Like even in these lives, I mean, even with me, I will go back and correct myself on some stuff. Like, you know what, that came off a little harsh. Because I am strongly not trying to be that person. My job is not to make you feel like you're 3 years old. Oh shoot, I done got rid of that color that I really, really like. Let me put that back on here. But that's just something that I'm really striving to share with others in my videos and stuff. Is I know these videos are long. You probably doing your makeup with me for all I know. I'm not finna rush. Rush for what? And then I got to thinking, why am I saying that my videos are too long? When that same individual can just speed right through it and go to the parts that they want to see. Because I've done it in other people's videos. I'm like, oh gosh, she's talking too much. And then I'll like go back. I realize I really listen to people that I'm a big fan of. So then I'm like, oh, now I see how this, okay, I had to reevaluate some things. You can't lump everybody in the same group because, as we all know, everybody learns differently. And that's a fact. And then sometimes the thing that you're talking about that other people are doing, that is like, I know y'all done seen people do this and it looks horrible. If I'm being perfectly honest with you, if y'all notice those older women who are doing the real frosty lips with the thick liner, they do it because they like how the way it looks. I have had customers and clients that I have helped that do that, and I've tried to like break them from it. I had one lady stop me and straight up tell me, I understand that that's not y'all standard nowadays for y'all to do y'all lips like this, but I personally like how the way my lips look like this. Point blank, period. Because when I was growing up, we was all doing this. And all y'all little kids is doing is y'all are basically taking the same stuff we did back in the day, and y'all bringing it back anyway. And because I don't want to do what's trending, do what y'all think now is the proper way to do something. If it ain't hurting nobody, what does it matter, honey? And I was like, yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I did. And I was like, well, how about this? I said, can I show you maybe like a different way, to see if you might like this way also? And you could just switch between the two so you can have another option. She said, because how the way I had worded it to her, she was a little bit more like, okay, I'm more susceptible to that. It's the way you address people. So that's one thing I'm learning. Like, even going back looking at my videos, I'm like, yeah, that was kind of fucked up how the way I said that. So, that's one thing I am definitely learning here about different people, different strokes, different folks. That is a fact. And I think that for us to pick and choose when we want to be okay with different strokes, different folks, I think a lot of people in the makeup community could stand to really take that and roll with that. And then you got people's like, I'm petty. I'm gonna let you know when you messing up. That's fine too, but it's still a way of saying it, because if somebody said this to this like you'd probably take offense to it. So treat others as you would want to be treated. While you sitting there talking about this lady hair and makeup, she probably thinks she look hella good today and she feel good. And she might not give two shits about what you gotta say about her, honey. And those are big facts. What you gonna do? Fume about it because she don't want to change it because you don't like it? What you gonna do? Rip it off her face because you don't like it? Because it's some of these old heads, man. They do some questionable things. But I can imagine how the way they looking at this generation. Now they probably looking at us the exact same way, and I know they are. Cause shoot, sometimes I look at these kids and I be like, oh wow, oh wow, oh wow, oh wow. But I also have to realize they growing up in a different time era than we are. All you can do is just hope and pray that their parents are instilling things in them that was instilled in us, and hopefully they'll bring it through life. But really, all it boils down to is, being respectful and being kind to one another. What it boils down to, because you can't really tell these kids really what to wear. They're gonna wear what they want to wear. I can make suggestions. Maybe put them in an outfit they normally wouldn't wear, and hope that they're open minded to it. Because I hope to God, when I have a child, that my child is open minded and not stuck in one style to where they want to do more than just urban. There's so many things you can wear. You could be preppy today. You could be bohemian tomorrow. You could be a little dark the day after. You know what I'm saying? You can vibe. You can do different things. I hope my kid is one of those kids that do not care that I'm taking this one off because it was too far into my eye and it was coming up because it was too far in. And I'm just praying that my kid is that kid. I've met some kids that made me like clap to their parents because I'm like, whatever you doing, keep doing it. Because they don't care what anybody thinks about them. One thing they should, and if they're, especially if they're kind, oh my God, they don't care what people say about them and they're kind. Now that's what's hard to find. Instead of, it seems like a lot of kids that I've met, the ones who don't care, a lot of them are rude as hell. They go, I don't care. Like more so like I'm trying to find the words. Disrespectful, I guess it's the best way. Just flat out disrespectful, and they don't care. If I say you're not gonna care about something, you shouldn't care about people judging you because you decided that you want to dye half your hair green and half of it blue. You know what I mean? Because you love how the way you look with your hair like that. Instead, you got people going, and her outfit don't even match her hair. Do y'all really think sis finna wear green and blue every day because her hair is this color? I hope not. Like things like that. Like I'm like, where you get that from? Me, when I see somebody doing something out of the norm, I'm like, I like that. If you didn't care. And this is probably my longest video yet because I decided I don't care about my videos being long. If you don't like them or they're too long, just fast forward. Now, when I learn how to edit, y'all will know. Y'all will definitely know because I'm gonna try to keep them within my goal time is to do these looks within like 45 minutes. It's not too long and not too short. You know what I mean?
The first game of the day, yeah. But I've got a double header lined up.
Okay, so we're finna redo this bad boy. But yeah, I like these lashes. I like how they make and then you got people who's like, oh, you fake B words with your with these lashes in your hair. I wish you would talk about somebody. First off, I think women probably wouldn't care about lashes and hair and stuff if we wasn't put under so much pressure to look a certain way. But the fun thing about being a girl or even a guy, like it's fun to play. If you remember as a kid, dress up was fun. Being something that you know you weren't at the time, playing doctor, you wasn't a doctor, you was a damn kid. Playing vet with the damn animals and teddy bears and stuff. Being something that you weren't because you enjoyed it. You know what I mean? Being able to turn it on and off. Being able to be a diva today, a vampire tomorrow, a fairy the day after. I think that is amazing. Having those options. If you decide you a little bit more green today and you want to pop on your green wig, you can. I like having options. And I remember when I first started working at JCPenney, I'll never forget there was a young lady there. She used to wear different color wigs like all the time, y'all. And I just would smile at her because I was like, I like the fact that you don't give a shit about what nobody else has to say about you. Do you? And I like commended her for that because she was so sweet and so kind, And then you got people over here really kiki, really cackling over here because they look a certain way. Why do you even care? It takes extra merit to sit up here and care about something that has nothing to do with you. More brain work too. Because you really trying to wrap your mind around why she wearing what she wearing. But is she hurting anybody? Is she shooting up the store? No, she is not. You should be more concerned about her wanting to shoot up the store because you're bullying her. And then people had a nerve to say they not a bully, but they talking about people and making people feel like trash. You're bullying. Don't even realize you're doing it, which is sad. Just goes to show you what kind of world we stay in. I always say, when you know better, you do better. You know what I mean? Same thing with me. Once I listen to sometimes people's sides of their story and how they feel about stuff, especially for something that I didn't agree with previously, like once I get that person's side because they're living it and they're doing it, you know what I'm saying? I would always be way more understanding because now I see where they coming from. And I think I've always been pretty good about being open-minded. I've had people catch me off guard, but I've never been like, oh, hell no. What the hell you got on? Like, I'll be like, oh, okay. I see you. Do you? And then you know how you have people at Walmart. Let me just say this. Some of those people that y'all seeing, a lot of them not even there all the way. A lot of them they not. Obviously they not. Some of the stuff you see. Some of them might have just left a costume party for all you know. That's very possible. Or they finna go to one. Or they clothes may have been stolen. That's the only thing they literally got. I actually ended up talking to a customer like that one time in a store, another customer, and you know, she was just telling me how her baby daddy had burned up everything she had, and her cousin is like 2 times smaller than her, but she literally didn't have any money, and that's all she had. So stuff like that. And you know, she's like, I know I'm probably getting talked about, but that's just this is what I got. She said, I know it's a lot of people just staring at me and going on, and she was like, but it's just sometimes we just don't know people's circumstances. It's where we're losing our empathy for other people. And some people just haven't been taught better. That too. Hey, Noopy.
What's up?
Okay, so that feels better. I had that other one too far in, and it's like started coming up in the corner.
Oh, you got them lashes on,
Yeah, and they're the ones I was gonna use for our wedding.
huh?
Yeah, but now I see that
So
these
you
kind
saying
of
we didn't get married now?
we're already married. We just need a wedding. But the lashes that I have, fun fact, I can get this style anywhere for very reasonable prices. So now I know that I was like, I'm gonna try these, and I really like them. I don't think I could be somebody who wears them every day like some of these ladies do. I commend them. I would probably want a smaller pair if I did do. But yeah, like people are just so mean to each other these days, y'all. Like so mean. But this is the finished look. Got them on. It looks better in person. It looks washed out on the camera. What can we do? I've already said that I'm getting a camera. I'm going to get a better one. I've said that 100 times. Erase her head. Do you know somebody's been on here the whole time?
Tell them what's up.
I know. I said, hey.
Thanks a lot.
Usually, thank you for chiming in. Most of the time, people always chime out after a little bit. I'm appreciative when they actually stay like the whole time because this is like one of my longest videos. No, really, it's one of my longest videos because I've really been talking.
It's the same one?
Mm-hmm. Because I done decided, like, who the hell am I rushing for when you can just speed through? I'm like, well, actually, now I'm really thinking about this. I'm like, who am I rushing? What am I rushing for? I really sat here and I really was like, I thought about that today.
You straw-hats are nuts. None of you make any damn sense. All of you are so stubborn, especially when it has anything to do with your friends.
Yeah. You're so stubborn when it comes to any of your friends. Yeah. I'm gonna kill you because you're trying to kill my friend. That's fair. What kind of friend would I be and let you kill my friend and me not try to kill you back? That's not fair.
Yeah, Frankie.
Robin, what's wrong with you? Cut it out. There's no point in trying to pretend anymore. We know, okay? We know what you did. We came here to rescue you. It doesn't matter if they buster call us to the ends of the world. We'll fight them and win. There's no reason for you to keep obeying them.
But yeah, y'all, I did like just threw on some color just to be play a little bit, just so it won't look like everything else I've done. Because I realized it just kind of washed it out and looked that way. I did a bigger set of lashes today. I find myself getting better and better at the lash application, and it makes me really happy. But this little tool for me personally, I know some people just like, oh, you can just pinch them on there. Everybody can't do that. Everybody can't do that. That's the truth. I've literally had 2 women on this side and 2 women on my side tried that method till we was all in the mirror to do it. Everybody can't do that. Sometimes you can get you a little tool like this and it'll really help you get it on there and really push it in there. I like this because I feel like I have my hair is so thick and coarse, I can push it down with this. So there's that. And once I get it on, then I go in and I try to pinch a little bit. But some people purely just use this because they don't even like the glue on their hands. They don't want to mess up nothing. To each his own, you guys. You know, makeup is supposed to be for everybody, for every way, for everything. They have standards that you can follow, basic standards, but what it boils down to is doing what makes you comfortable. Because I've seen people do things that I would never do, but it works for them and it looks amazing on them. And I'm like, well, I tried that and it was horrible. So, it just depends. And sometimes it takes practice for everything that you're doing. Like with brows is something straight up that's just practice till you get it the way you want. I don't care who you are. If you practice, you'll see growth on your brows. So you can look at back some of them, like I said, you can look back at some of my old stuff and I look like death. I know I did. When I look back, I was like, man, I look like crap. So, and everybody has to start somewhere and not snooping your nose and looking down at somebody because they don't do it the way you do it. Don't do that. Don't do that. It's not cute. Because I've had people tell me stuff and I'm like, why do you do that? I don't just make them feel stupid for it. I literally ask them like, okay, so is there a particular reason? Some people tell me they just haven't been taught a different way, or they just didn't understand something, or they was like, oh, well, I just did it this way because this is what I had. And some people will tell you straight up, oh, I only do it that way because this is all I have. That's all I can afford to do. Sometimes you got to look at some people's circumstances, and then once you ask questions and really find out, then you go, oh, okay. Well, here's, I had a lady like that, and, she explained that to me. She was embarrassed, and I've almost felt bad because I was like, no, I'm not trying to like probe. I just want to know, like, is there a particular reason? She was like, well, I don't have the money to buy a lot of this stuff, so I come here to try to see, like, what I can, afford or whatever. And that's understandable. Some people come to Sephora to try a lot of the products just so they can go somewhere else and find something that's cheaper that's similar to it. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. But here's the finished look. I don't know if y'all can really see that. Something like in person, this is really, really pink. This is green. This is red. Under here, a little bit of purple. You can really see it in the mirror, but my camera washes everything out, of course. But I will take pictures and I will post them to my Instagram and my Facebook if you would like to follow. I will straight up tell y'all on Facebook, if you're a real person, you need to inbox me and be like, hey, I watched your live. I looked you up. Because a lot of these people I don't be knowing, they don't even speak English. I don't be knowing nothing. And I will feel more comfortable if I know you are at least a real person and not somebody trying to hack into my stuff. Straight up. But yeah, I did my overdrawn lips today for the first time. It really made my lips look even bigger than what they are now. I'm not opposed to it. It's probably something that I may or may not incorporate into future looks. Um, but I do like the finished look overall. The lashes that I use, shout out to Michaela. I bought them from her. If you want her information, I can maybe get in contact with her and see if she's still selling lashes. If not, I know somebody else who does too. As far as the brows go, y'all know how I feel about brows. There isn't a brow that I cannot slay. I don't care who you are. If you got any, if you got a deformity, I got you. If you had a freak accident and they got cut off and you got a scar, I got you. I've done pretty much any type of brow you can think of in every type of situation. The main focus today for this video was Makeup Revolution. Bow. Bow. These are the main two products that was the main focus of this video. This is the Carnival Tropical Palette. It's super pigmented, you guys. It's just my camera. It's not it's not the actual product. because I'm still looking at the camera. I'm like, Jesus Christ. But in person, it's like vivid. Um, I'm probably going to wipe this off and we're probably going to do something else. I do have another palette that I actually have not, I think I have two palettes actually that I have not done a review on. No, I think I have three that I haven't done a review on. So I might knock those out today. We shall see, because this video ran longer than any other video that I've ever done because I really was running my mouth this time. Um, but yes, you guys, Burlington has amazing deals. Um, we're in the process of getting a Ross here, and I absolutely cannot wait um, till I can get in there and then see what deals they got. Straight up. Highlighter that I use, Wet and Wild, in the darkest gold, with eye primer, Too Faced, Shadow Insurance. There are so many others you can use. I also have a Sephora collection one that's only like $12 or $14 that I also love. I just be losing stuff. Primer for my face, I use the Professional by Benefit. This is my ish. I use plenty others. I do love the Fenty one as well. I can't wait to buy that new Fenty foundation so I can really show y'all how bomb that is. I already know it's gonna be life because it's Rihanna. Um, I feel like I'm forgetting lip stuff. It's by BB. Big set like so. I use Temptation and I use Sephora collection on the outside. It's a brown. I can't even see the number or the name of it anymore, but it's like a brown color. It's a liquid lipstick. I think they run about $14 or something like that too. It's amazing. It's a long wear liquid lipstick. These guys whole set like this. It was $12.99 from Burlington. It's the bomb.com. Wouldn't tell you if it wasn't. You may get it and you may hate it. Give it to a family member then. But as far as I can see, I love them so far. I haven't found one that I really don't like. The glitters that I used were Urban Decay. It was that silver one, and then I also used that cosmic whatever it was. Oh, here it is. Here they are. Urban Decay. I don't know if y'all can see that. Please excuse my fingernails. They are trash. I'm fully aware. When sis get a different job, I promise you'll see these nails being done, honey. But right now, I can't even do that. They'll be tore up. I have this in Cosmic. No, let me correct myself. I have it in Glam Rock and Grind on the lid, and this underneath. Foundation was Fit Me. As I've told y'all before, I have mixed feelings about this, but I do love the formula. If I made any strong suggestions, if you're more of a dark complected individual, for me, I went back with my OCC Cosmetics foundation slash cream concealer, which is this right here. Old packaging. You won't see it in this packaging anymore. I just cracked this open not that long ago. Um, it's something else now. But obsessive compulsive cosmetics, which is cruelty free, vegan, and all of that. You can use this bad boy for pretty much anything that you want. You can use this on your lips, your eyes, your cheeks. It's creamy and it's a lot of products for the price point. Cannot remember. I think it was $23 for this, and it's a lot. I have one that I've been using forever. I don't want to talk about how long I've been using it. Just know it don't smell weird. It hasn't changed. I'm just gonna say that it still works like magic. Um, but I think that's everything. Yeah, in the corners I just use my highlighter, same highlighter. Um, for this, the bridge of my nose to make this part a little bit more prominent, I use my Makeup Forever eyeshadow. It's just a really plum color, matte plum shade, which I don't see it. I'm sure it'll turn up. Yeah, I have so many palettes. I have so many freaking palettes. But I would probably do a video where we go through and count all my palettes together. That's gonna be fun because I have a lot. I have so many. I didn't even realize how many I have, but I'm gonna continue to buy them because that's what makeup lovers do. Oh yeah, underneath my eyes, I use Truffle by Anastasia. Underneath my eyes, I love this. I also use it on top of my brow to clean up because this is what I've been looking for, so I won't have that light halo around the top and the bottom of my eyes. Um, Setting spray, I'm not gonna do one because I'm probably gonna take pictures of this, wipe it off, and do another look probably. And didn't I tell you I was gonna find this blush when I found it after the fact? Hold on, I might put a little bit of this on because I can't help myself. But yes, y'all. Oh, I forgot. I love these. These are magnetized. You get them from Sephora. I totally forgot. Like you can put them on stuff and they magnetize. Bam! And let me add a little bit of this to my cheeks because this, when I say like it's red, it's red, red. Like it's red, and you can't really see it on my camera that well. Here, maybe if I tilt it down. Um, but yes, this is like one of those colors I was telling you. Like my dark skinned sisters, red. Like I know the blushes. You probably like, I'm not, but that all had me looking like a clown. These look amazing on our complexion. I mean, you looking at this now, right? I don't look like a clown, do I? Some people might think so, but it doesn't look that way. So that's my face. I actually this time was a little bit more prepared with my locks. Got something in my hair. What is that? Oh. But this time I was prepared and I put a band on this time because my hair just kept getting in my face. So my little baby locks, I've only had them since February. And they doing all right. Sometimes they make me cry, not play. I love my hair. Muffin take pictures of this. You know, same old, same old. I take pictures in real time. I take pictures.
That's good to know. Oh, almost forgot. Hey, you're my dude. Stop wrestling and get your froggy butt over here. What was that? Your dad is still okay? How sweet. I know you were just trying to save me, but you jumped the gun. These folks didn't kidnap me. You see, we need to
Okay, got my pictures. And I'll take other pictures for Snapchat and all that, y'all. But thank you for, I know I see somebody's been chimed in this whole time. Thank you for your patience. They're normally not this long. This is the longest video yet. I'm a talker, so I can't help myself. I just do. I just talk my little head off. It's habit. And I get in these little how I feel modes and people being fair and doing right by one another. And I have those talks too while I do makeup. So if you like my channel, hopefully you will subscribe. Um, time will tell. I will get better with editing and making and cutting out for people who are like, I just can't deal with these long videos. I totally understand. I get it. You can always speed through to parts you want to see and to the finished product. That's fine too. But I'm gonna share this to my Facebook. Give me 1 second. Because now I know while doing this, who password is this in? They password and phone number and everything is in here. So if I hit login right now, it'd be somebody's stuff. I have no idea whose stuff that is. And it pulls it up every time.
We can see the island now, so expect us soon.
We'll make preparations for your return. I can't help but feel a bit nostalgic for 5 years.
And it's like saved in here too. So I guess whoever stuff this is. I thought I saved this to my watch. I'm gonna have to make a new password for my Facebook. I wonder if there's a way I can look it up on my phone. I wonder. Sorry, y'all, because I know y'all can still hear and see. It's one thing I have learned about that. I have learned that. Okay, if I wanted to see what my password is for my current Facebook, where would I go? And how would I do this? Uh, I wonder how I do that. Look at me. That's why I be telling people, I'm like, I'm not that tech savvy. at all. I know this about myself.
Don't that
Um,
if the government actually gets that, everything's
oi,
gonna get
oi,
turned
oi.
upside down.
Okay.
First, they'll land the planet there. We won't be able to fight back. And after they're done with us, just you wait. They'll turn their guns on the rest of the world. I'm telling you, those ancient weapons are gonna lead all of mankind to ruin. My master will break down
How the
his
way it's set up on my phone, it just automatically logs me in.
not if I have anything to say about it, at least.
But I don't even know what the password is. Oh snaps.
There's no point in me making it out of here alone.
Uh,
You gotta find
ooh.
somebody that's strong, alright?
See. Do I not have an elf on here already ready to go? Sorry, y'all. I know y'all getting to see all of this.
Very existence has been nothing but a sin.
Mm-mm-mm.
You're not the one that's
I don't want to have to make another password. Let me try.
Most government masters may tell you that your existence is a crime. But no matter how dangerous you may be, just being alive, just being who you are, is never wrong. Remember, the ship is
Nope.
built. No matter what type, it's neither good nor evil. Frankie, you got that? Your very existence has been nothing but a sin. What you do is your choice.
What is it? What you saying? What it look like? Nope. It says I changed it 3 weeks ago, so it must be. You know what? It might be.
It's been 8 years now. 8 long years since Tom was taken away from us. I've watched you challenge the sea trade every day since then. Again and again.
I mean, really, whose stuff is it?
You were trying to get stronger, weren't you? So you'll never have to lose the ones you love ever again. So you'll have the power to protect them. Don't cry.
Yeah, we're gonna have to just do that. Let's just do that. No, but whose crap is this? It will not go away. Somebody done logged in on our stuff and then put all their stuff in here and then saved it. That's stupid. Okay. First off, what's this S? No, send no email to nobody. Send that to my phone. Thank you. Uh-uh. Nope.
I found us a good current for running to the southwest. Oh, right there. Well, we wasted a little time back there, but we'll get it back in a flash. You heard her wrong.
CP9 has arrived. Look sharp. Congratulations on completing your mission. Bring out the criminal.
I'm just gonna make it the same thing that my this whatever we just did today is. Okay.
Whoa, everyone stand back. That's my bike.
If I'm being honest, this is the most passwords I've ever had to make, like in this little short amount of window with this laptop specifically. Okay.
She's gorgeous. Open the main gate.
Are you gonna let me do my thing or no? We in there. Okay. All right, y'all. Officially, this is bye for real. Okay, this time.
Whoa. The hell is this crazy place?
It's done. Okay, bye, y'all.